Hello, I'm Freddie Prinze.
Hello, I'm Freddie Prinze. No, I'm not. Can we start over?
You could be Asian Prinze.
I'm Asian Prinze, otherwise known as Jon Brody.
What, man?
I don't know.
I can have an Asian brother. You don't know. My dad partied in the 70s.
This is true. And yeah, all right.
No, he did.
I know he did. I'm trying to be like, no,
No, it's all good. Pam Grier wrote a book about it. Awesome. Thanks, girl.
Absolutely.
Anyway, welcome back to GEGGHEAD. Don't be laughing over there. You know it's true. Welcome to GEGG Wars Episode 3. It's been a while. We had some people sick, but we're very happy to be back. A little catch-up, a rundown. In the last episode, we were failing miserably. A giant squid named Henry attacked us, pretty much neutralizing Sexy Posh and didn't allow me to do much. Almost eating Oscara, and which would have been terrible. But fortunately, in our awesome B story, Taylor's character Lorik came through, saved everybody, killed everybody basically. Vanessa killed Wilford Brimley, but got herself a new droid. Are you guys keeping up?
Is that the guy with diabetes, Wilford Brimley?
He's not, well, you hurt him pretty bad.
Wait, is Wilford Brimley the guy in those infomercials that's like, I got diabetes? Is it?
Yeah, he's known for more than that, but yeah.
That's what I know.
The guy from the diabetes
He has diabetes. It's been a while.
It has.
It's been a while, but it's good to have you back.
But we're back.
We got some Star Wars Rebel stuff here.
I saw that. You guys brought the dose back out.
Brought the dose back
For
out.
those who don't remember, feel free to watch a prior stream and watch Josh Wolf kill everyone.
In case you want to get typhoid, Freddie, we have Oregon Trail, the card game.
We're actually going to play this game very soon on the live stream with some very funny people. And I hope it becomes a regular thing if the game is cool. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
I don't think
it will. As long as people are drinking, it'll be funny.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I think that's a good bet.
How's GEGGHEAD doing? Did he recover from his Seth Green attack?
No, I don't think anyone can ever recover from a Seth Green attack. But you know, GEGGHEAD's.
He looks okay. Where did he break? Where did Seth kill him?
He broke his glasses.
Oh, he did.
But they're fake glasses anyway, so he didn't even need them. So
it's because Robot Chicken's jealous of the little GEGG guy.
It's true.
That's what it is. The chicken's jealous.
Sabotage. He knew we were coming for him.
He keeps saying he came first, but we all know the egg did.
Absolutely.
So anyway, where's Mr. Gray? We're still waiting on young Mr. Gray. Yo, here was the text I got from Taylor Gray. I'm just gonna blow him up real quick. He sends me a text. We're 4 minutes away from going live. He goes, "Hey guys, I'm stopping in to get some coffee. Does anyone need anything?" All right. I love being 22 years old, by the way. Like, that's so what I would have done.
And he's still on the west side, by the way. We're here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
We're going to be waiting on him for about
So I hit him back with a, "Hey, homeboy, we're live in 4 minutes." He writes back, "All good, bro. You go ahead and start without me." No, when I was 22, I was the same. You're oblivious at 22.
Oh, yeah, you don't even know.
You're thinking about whiskey, music, and women, and that is it, man. Role-playing games is not on the priority list, but he's on his way. I hear a door opening.
I hear a door. I think somebody's here.
I smell a Wookiee.
Oh my God!
I smell a Wookiee. The no-chill Wookiees returned. He's with that way, mama. All right, so Taylor's here, so we're gonna get started incredibly soon.
You should get to the table, get situated. As always, go kill it.
Thanks, bro.
Give him hell. Give him heaven.
Sorry.
Oh.
Peace.
All right, guys, so Freddie's gonna go get situated at the table. Taylor is in the building, and we got everybody here. As always, I'm gonna be hanging out here on the chat couch with you guys because I wasn't in Star Wars. You know, so I had to sit here.
Not with that attitude.
I was in Star Trek. Does that count for anything? Yeah. No. Really? That's amazing. I was a red shirt that didn't die, by the way. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Which show?
I was in Into Darkness. And I am linked to Force Awakens because J.J. Abrams. So, I mean, there is a link to that whole thing. And a light just went out. Why do you keep messing with my shit, man? Like every time I'm here. All right, guys. So I'm about to hand it off to our awesome game master. But well, hold on. Come over here. Sure. I've known this guy. My first ever audition I ever had was with him. He made me run
Thunder.
He made me run a quarter mile to prove I could play a track runner. I didn't pass out. I got the part. We never made the movie.
That's right.
But on April 1st, his episode of NCIS Los Angeles that he wrote is going to be on. So
there it is.
Mark your calendars.
There it is.
Adam George.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
It's a prep, though. We're going to make it at some point.
This is officially awkward now, isn't it?
It is awkward now.
Because you were not expecting to be on camera.
It's all good, though. I'm always pretty, so it's okay.
All right, guys. Adam George Key, guys. Adam George Key. Take
There
note.
it is. All right, my man. John,
All right,
have
man.
fun.
Always. Yeah, no, I always do.
Fantastic.
I flipped the coin. It was heads, tuxedo, tails, pajamas. Unfortunately, it landed on heads. So what are you gonna do? It's always heads. Always heads. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to our awesome and handsome game master, Mr. Sam Witwer. I think it's on you.
Stormtroopers for no XP.
Oh, see now we're talking about XP. You know, here's the thing. I mean, like, it's true we can talk about that, but I mean, you know, we can talk about it next time because right now I'm trying to. You don't get. True. Listen, Freddie. Back in the day, when you played D&D, you were like, let's say you're
1988.
1988. Did they give
Dodgers
XP?
won the World Series.
Did you give XP until the mission was done?
It wasn't until the mission was over, and it was always handed out by the stingiest of game masters who didn't give out enough.
Oh, when did you ever level up? You were level 1 forever?
No, we would eventually level up, but not until the end of each mission. And then in the next battle that you would go into, you were a higher level.
You felt good about it.
Because you were more grizzled.
You killed a beholder in the middle of the mission.
Well, in a video game, I would agree with your logic, but game masters are tight with their XP.
My personal mission was to rectally probe a squid.
Well, you know what? We'll talk. I'll tell you what. No matter what happens tonight, we'll do some XP tonight. Right? Right? Everyone's gonna get. You're gonna get your Wookiee rage. You're gonna get a closer bond with Richard the droid.
Yes, please.
Quick recap in terms of what happened. You guys fought a big squid. You got dunked a few times.
I didn't really fight so much as get owned and humiliated.
And you didn't really fight so much as you extracted fluids from the beast.
Well, yes, as a result of the rectal probe.
That's right. Because it's Star Wars and it's a family.
Who programmed you?
Yes.
Like, who programmed you? Why would your AI go, choice one, rectal probe?
Have you seen Timo? Have you seen him?
Well, it's just called
You know where we left on the map?
Okay, I will show you where. You guys are, if I remember, you guys all gathered at the junk shop after this.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is where all that nonsense happened. There's water flowing through the streets on the hot Tatooine desert, which makes no sense to the denizens that live here. You toss a few Jawas into the stomach of that thing, and by the time that you split it in half, they got spit out. What else? You have a little red Vespa. You got a four-seater car. You shocked Wilford Brimley, a guy named Noah, in the junk shop, and you guys are now
killing him.
You guys are now hiding out in the junk shop. You can see that there's a little shop here, and then there's a yard back here. You made friends with the R5 droid, who you named Richard.
That's
and
right.
you guys are now trying to plan your next move. Now, here's the deal. You got this little piece of junk about this big. All right, it's like this weird-looking module, kind of like if you saw Buckaroo Banzai, it looks like that thing. The overdone.
That's what it looks like.
Bonsai.
You have?
You have?
No way.
I was about to say.
I thought no one.
Well, for the benefit of the youth of today, I wanted to explain it. You know.
Now they can all go watch.
So right. I don't think you're not going to see it, are you? You're not going to see it. No, it's not going to
Laugh
happen.
a while. You can't.
We're all going to die at one point, and he's going to still be alive.
I'll send him
Yeah.
a GIF of it.
Please do. Please do.
Or a GIF. Is this a GIF?
It's a GIF on this side of the table.
So you're kind of shaking the water out of this hyperdrive igniter. Mathis is shaking the water out of it. There's a red R5 droid looking around, trying to sort of like clean the water up off the floor. There's this totally unconscious old portly dude who looks like Wilford Brimley. I don't know if anyone tied him up yet. But then again, should we cut ahead? Maybe would you tie him up? What would you do to
It
Wilford
would be
Brimley?
wise, yet cruel, but I'm sure Vanessa's down with cruelty.
Yeah.
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do.
She's embracing it. I love it.
Mathis
So
doesn't
we can
sweat
assume
that.
he's tied up, and we can be making our move for the guard tower. What's it called? Spaceport control.
So to remind everyone what the mission is
Yes.
to get the hell off this this crab hole of a Tatooine city. It's like a big mountain with the city on the flat part of the top of the mountain that looks like the mountain from Close Encounters. Okay. This means something, flat top. But there's a city on top, and this guy Timo, the Hutt, who sounds like Schwarzenegger, who's super into like Aquaman.
So we're on top of Devil's Tower.
He's got top of Devil's Tower. This guy's got posters of Jason Momoa everywhere. His battle droids have little tridents painted on their chests. And here's the deal. This guy named Trask, this bounty hunter, he's a Trandoshan bounty hunter, which means he likes to trade in Wookiee slaves.
No.
That's no good for you.
Not on my watch,
Low
baby.
rate.
No, not on his watch.
And
He'll crush it.
the deal is, in Landing Bay Auric is his ship. And you know that his ship is there, but his ship would not go to light speed without the overthruster unit that you just stole from the junk shop.
Right.
The other problem is this. Spaceport Control has the whole spaceport on lockdown because Timo has ordered them to close the domes over the landing bays, right? So these domes that kind of wrap themselves around over the open landing bays and they keep the ships there. So here's the deal. You got to install, you have to get aboard the guy's ship. Who knows what's going on in his landing
You're our
bay.
mechanic.
I'm
I
right
know
here.
you. I
You
know
gotta
you're the right.
install
I know
this-
you're the right mechanic for the job.
You got to install this thing.
things.
You got the
got
thing.
things.
Show the camera the things.
Look at all the
camera?
things.
I don't even know.
There's one over here. Show them
Look,
the things
I got
and stuff.
things. I'll give a shout out to Xena, the
Yeah.
Hera cosplayer in the Rebel Legion in the UK. She sent me this jacket.
Hell yeah.
What?
With the things.
With the things that, of course, Steve Blum and Mary Elizabeth know what they are.
They hold code, which it's a
Code for
it's an Imperial
It's
device
an Imperial
that
device that
apparently was
allows me
wrapped
to
in some
walk
stuff in
through
it.
doors.
yes.
I like
Yes.
that. Walk through doors. I wish
Yeah.
we
Only
had
if
the
you do
window.
this, though.
Well,
Make
you
a-
know, I'm butching it up tonight, guys.
You did the
doily.
Butch Tie Bomber in like one of the last episodes. I don't know if people
Yes.
recognize the
Yes,
window
that
voice.
was,
That was mine.
yes.
Did you
That
really?
is a
That was
fact.
that was your.
They're like tough girl. Yeah.
We got
We did that together. That's
right.
We brought Linda to life.
We did.
Was that
We
you
brought
were
Linda to
also?
life. I was supposed to play Linda, and then Dave realized that you'd be
was a-
talking to yourself, and I was like, Vanessa? And all of a sudden, here came Linda.
Did you
God
ever
bless.
do like any other smaller voices in Rebels and stuff like
You
that?
did Stormtroopers, didn't you?
Nope.
Yeah, you did.
No, never. I did.
Oh, no, you would
Foley, I'd
pretend to
go
be
like,
him.
ah.
Oh, you know, we were civilians. We
Yeah,
did civilians.
Well,
Like,
yeah, that counts. That
It's
counts.
some British dude.
No, it was
he-
me. That's
he
what
was
it
doing an
you did.
impression
I'll do
of
the
an
impression,
officer.
Yeah, I did
Well, you
weird
did
voices,
well.
but I felt dumb for watching last week's episode because I knew what we were doing. I thought I'd recap this.
Oh shit!
I'm completely kidding.
He's really.
Hour long.
That
I
was
sat down and watched what
Let's
we
make
did,
this
so I'll be ready
episode
for
story
today.
time. Go ahead.
Tell us the
lying.
story, Taylor.
So okay, you guys are hanging out at the junk shop. It's this piece of crap thing. There's a counter there. There's all these odds and ends everywhere. There's droid parts. There's spaceship parts. There's all kinds of stuff. There's a junkyard in the back. There's a sleeping Wilford Brimley. There's water all over the floor. The droid is obsessively cleaning the water. You feel like this droid has been horribly mistreated because it is almost obsessive and type A about cleaning the water off the floor.
Oh, you made it's like an abandoned poochie, man.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm hear like some Sarah McLachlan
Yeah,
music
exactly.
playing in the background.
Raise your hand to pet the droid, and the droid
For
flinches.
$4 a month, you could save this droid.
This poor droid, who you've named Richard. And did you? So, Steve, really quick, you when the squid was split in half and its babies went spilling off everywhere,
Yep.
you made sure to gather 2 vials of its juices.
I did.
And so this droid has been in the corner of the shop, shaking vials and doing little tests with little pieces of equipment.
Yes.
And now you get to choose what do those 2 vials do.
Well, one vial is poisonous.
Okay, and that's just going to kill someone.
It's just going to kill somebody.
Right.
Yeah. Or injure them very badly.
Or make it so they can never walk again.
The
or-
other one has hallucinogenic qualities, which I can control. I can control their little world right there and make them do things for us.
I see. So like rap.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
It's the juice. It's like the Wrath of Khan and the ear thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
for other people? I
other
thought you were giving it to me.
Oh no, no.
I got something for you. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
a medical droid. I'll hook you up.
You have an extra gun or 2 that you're passing
I
out.
have one extra,
one extra
blaster and plus my big hole.
Right. You got your big gun, and the other one was a blaster rifle, and you have a pistol
I
that's
have a pistol that we think is pretty sweet. Just putting that out there.
pretty wet. It's pretty.
Pretty
Does
well.
it work? You're gonna make it,
It
not
works.
work?
It works. It's
All right.
space, man. They make
Thanks,
this
bro.
stuff to work
Yeah,
in
you want
water.
a
It's
blast?
cool.
Thank you.
It's space.
Henry didn't crush it in a
No,
tentacle?
no.
Okay, thank you.
So you guys have been living this town for a while, so you definitely know your way around town, which is why you can see the whole map. But spaceport control is the only way you're going to be able to crack open those hangar bays. So that's what's going on. You guys are hanging out in the thing, and what are you guys talking about? What are you doing?
So, Lorick, I'm just gonna throw something out at you real quick. It's longer to get to the landing bay than the spaceport, but there's a water tower there, and I know you like to break shit. So if we do need a distraction at some point,
Beautiful.
you can always hatchet the hell out of that
Yeah.
and cause some havoc, and it'll at least give us a little bit extra time. So I'm just throwing that out there. I see the water tower. There's
I
no
like that.
Animaniacs in there. It's got water in it. You're good to go.
Had we talked about...
It says Warner Brothers.
Wait. This is, what is that? Oh God! I was gonna reference a movie for the first time in my life. Little Giants. It says Urbana or.
Oh, you're about to stump me? Urbana.
Urbana. You remember that?
Of course.
Can't stump John.
Wait, well, why are we bringing that up?
Because we're talking about water.
There's a
tower.
water tower.
Remember, it's on the water tower and then it changes.
Oh yeah, because it's like one of the O'Shea brothers.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
by the way, can the
what's up,
camera
yo?
can the camera zoom in on the
love
map?
that.
Can I
Thank
show
you.
people where they're at?
Can
we do that?
I love the hat. You look like.
Is this possible?
Handsome
From like
Santa.
Rocky.
Look at this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're at this junk shop. Check it out. They're at the junk shop. That's the water tower they're talking about with the big Urbana. That's the spaceport, and that's the landing bay that has the bounty hunter's ship. So that's what's going on.
What's this
Rick
warehouse?
Moranis.
Oh, there's like all kinds of crazy things.
What is this warehouse?
I mean, there's like wares in there. It houses them. It's crazy.
Would the warehouse be kind of empty at the moment because all the troopers are out looking for it?
Hard to say. You don't know exactly who owns
Hadn't
that.
we said something about like splitting up because
Well,
setting
yeah,
up,
that's what we discussed last
setting
week.
up because we have to figure out how to get this part to get the thing running.
Yeah, we need
And
to
in
get
the interim,
Vex.
we need to open the
Right.
thing.
So we need to get Vex over to the spaceport
Spaceport
because he's going to be
control.
able to
So
So I
open
can
it
lower
up.
the dome. Yeah.
And then
And if
we
there's
need to
guards
get
there, you
I
can
can stick them a little bit.
to install that
Little pokey
hyperdrive.
Yeah.
Who's the next most like competent person in the group?
To do what?
I'm
To
I'm
fix it? Me.
No, to like handle a group of people if they're on their.
Well, he's got sweet drugs.
But he has to be here, because I was thinking from what you said, I would
Oh,
stay
you with
here
your blaster, right?
with him.
Yeah.
If one other person's here, then two can go here.
Now, the
what
other
I'm thinking.
the other
Three
thing
of
to keep
us
in mind.
Here, two of you there. What you got?
I think to keep in mind is, you guys, the town is definitely on alert, right? Which means that any one of these places or others, that Timo would send guards or something, So you can split up and you can scout it out or whatever, but just know I'm definitely going to try to kill you in this game. Oh, by the way, everyone give yourself 4 strain. If your strain is down, pop up your strain by 4. Adds 4.
You know my strain was down, but thank you so much.
I mean, don't go over your maximum.
Yeah, well,
Don't go over
No,
your
I was down
Bring it back
4.
up to max.
Yeah.
I'm going back to 12.
Okay.
I know some of you guys are wounded. And by the way, for the camera, let's all reintroduce your characters and hold up your character sheet showing.
Oh, yes.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Allow
My name is
us to.
Ho.
Allow myself.
He's weathering it. He's taking it.
Do not say that.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
This is Oscara. She's got a gun. Big gun. Don't mess with her.
You guys think that Twi'leks are all just like dancing girls, but she's got a gun. That's a stereotype.
I dance a different dance.
She can dance too.
Yeah.
Throw into
I am 41 Vex. I don't know why I talk like this, but I do. It's part of my
I
program.
loved you and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Exactly.
And Millennial Man, you were fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate my work.
Yeah.
I was working for Timo, sort of against my will. He put a restraining bolt on me. I tried to get my freedom. It didn't work out so well, but now I got the restraining bolt off. I'm a work in progress. Aren't we all, honey? Yes. So now I have decided to use my abilities, my medical abilities, for other purposes. I can heal stuff. I can fix stuff. And now I can stab stuff. So
You can
I
probe
like it.
things.
I can probe things.
Yes, yes.
As we established
Most
last
important.
time,
Most
mostly
important.
squid-like creatures, but I'm not opposed to trying other creatures if they're into it. It
gotta
has
keep
to
it
be
open.
consensual.
Notice he didn't
I
say
asked Henry.
He never said, I'm not opposed to other things outside of rectal exams. He just said, I'm open to other species to rectal
Oh, it always has
It's
to
just
be
the
rectal.
same thing.
It has to be rectal.
Different species.
It's
yeah.
the most
Droid.
comfortable. All of my friends tell me so. Yeah.
You're the most sociopathic, weirdest. You're more sociopathic than Chop.
He's also
Chop's a straight murderer.
he's also got a little fish inside his chest.
He has a
Right there.
fish named Margaret stuck inside there.
That was when the force balanced out the other way.
That's right. I don't know how that happened, but Margaret is flopping. Margaret seems fine.
He's fine.
Just a few little flakes every couple.
Margaret got her strain back, so I'm right
Margaret
there.
got his strain back, and
Yeah.
I think she may have some abilities too that we haven't discovered yet.
We'll find out.
Yes, we'll find out if I can bribe him enough.
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking fish.
Don't touch my fish.
I didn't mean to curse. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Family show.
I've been sitting next to him the last 2 episodes, and it gets weirder and weirder.
It's gonna get worse.
And it's just the beginning.
It's gonna get worse.
Ladies, gentlemen, I'm Posh. What? I'm handsome. Team handsome. I also got kicked out of Imperial flight school because I have a problem with leadership and structure. Which is why I'm a struggling con man and struggling rogue and struggling leader, really, because none of the decisions Posh has made have worked out in any way, shape, or form, and both the split up ideas were both mine, and we failed miserably. And Sam has very kindly encouraged us to stick together this time.
Oh, I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
No. I picked up what you were laying down.
So did I.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys.
call for rain.
And Posh, I think, has humbled himself a bit, or been humbled. He's realized his blaster's not as powerful as he thought it was, and he's willing to use his cunning more this episode than his brawn.
Whoa, hey now.
Hey now.
Well,
What's up, murderer?
yo, my name is Mathis, okay, and I'm here to crush this.
Oh! Damn!
Yeah, I'm not messing around anymore. So here's the thing. Mathis was orphaned at a young age, and he got into a life of thuggery and crime,
Yeah, that's right.
and what have you. But he has this massive intellect, and this guy Han Wu took him in and taught him everything he needed to know about droids. So now Han Wu, he's the man.
You just like saying Han Wu because it
All day
sounds so
long. All
smooth
day
coming
long.
out.
So anyway, Mathis somehow Timo learned of his skills and said, you have to come and work for me.
You have to come and work for me.
Exactly.
That's right.
And it was awful. So
that song,
Mathis
Chances
got
Are.
fed
It's
up
cool.
and he decided that he was going to break for it. But before he did, he put some new code into Vex. So Vex would want to leave too. So that panned out.
Oh, you're
for
so
him.
screwed up.
That's right. And
Mathis.
it's his dream to get off Tatooine. There you have it.
That's right.
We're on Tatooine.
Yeah, I was like,
What the?
Coming up from like her 8th beer.
Tatooine?
All right. The place is crazy.
And he has
Where's
these
Mos Eisley?
customized shot gloves that are an example of his genius.
Wilford can attest to that.
That's
Yeah.
right. They're very
Shocked to
good.
hell. He's
Yeah.
got a pacemaker, but now it's not working.
No oatmeal for
All
you.
right, go ahead.
no, you're good. My name is Lorik. I am a Wookiee who is a fan of booze and brevity.
And he has
Yeah! Hands at the table.
Let's do
Brevity.
Great. So you guys are hanging out. Richard's cleaning up the floor. What you doing? What's going on? You got
Is there anything that we can see, like uniforms or old stormtrooper helmets or anything along those
You know what you
lines?
could do? There's a lot of like shells of broken droids, and you could probably put something together and make yourself like a little bit of a weird makeshift disguise if you wanted to. You'd look, I mean, like we're talking primitive cosplay right
That
now.
would be
Yeah.
hysterical.
I would like to do that. Because
knew
look,
it.
I'm a big woman, and obviously I'm a big woman, and you will spot me a big green woman.
Okay, so
Mile
Ascara
away.
starts going in the back, and she starts tearing parts off droids and putting them against her arm and looking. You don't know what the hell she's doing. She's doing something. And
I
you're
need like a big
looking
bucket
over
or
flasks.
so to cover the,
Oh yeah, I know.
Juicy
You gotta.
bits.
I can't wait till the shit hits the fan and she just goes and throws all of it up in one slow motion shot with the big ass blaster.
So-
I'm sorry, I said it.
Can we see outside now?
Sure
Are
you
the
can.
streets teeming with people? Like what is?
So you peek out, and it's got sort of like these pieces of junk along with these weird beads, and you kind of move them aside, on the door that's hanging over the door. You move them aside, and you look, and as you see off in the distance, you see a couple of battle droids with those tridents on their chest marching down the street, probably doing a search for you guys, but it walks right by, doesn't spot you at all.
So the search has already started.
Probably, yeah. But the thing is, you guys wasted a whole bunch of those battle droids, and you flooded his palace.
Yeah.
So one thing that you find encouraging is you're like, they should be marching in at least groups of 4. 2, he must be short on droids, so that's cool.
Some people
Or
hide
maybe-
in the trap.
That's single file. Hide that number.
Hide that number.
So you discover basically, he may be short on droids, or maybe he's gathering his droids around his palace to keep him safe. You're not sure, but in terms of in the street, you were expecting a much heavier presence in terms of battle droids wandering around. Just seeing those two, and you're checking it out. You're looking around. You watch for a while, and you realize, yes, while they're patrolling, they're short.
Cool.
Guys, I think we should head to the spaceport control. If we run into any teams of 2, we can take them out like that before they even get a shout for help off. There's 5 of us, and we need to get those suckers out of spaceport control. Either I can try and fast talk them, and when they arrest me, he can give them a little whip with the needle, and we can get them where we need to get them. And if that doesn't work, you got an axe.
Yeah, at this point, we're not looking
You got a
to
gun.
be disguised anymore, in the sense we are with the people who are out here, but like, if we run into trouble, we're already in trouble, so we can kind of get rid of them quickly.
We don't have a choice, right? Yeah, we don't have to
What
worry.
if Vex and I took the lead? Because I'm looking like a
We just have to save
badass
this
droid
guy.
And we'll try to stay
right
in the
now.
shadows a bit.
We'll just protect him.
I got a
till-
bucket on my
She
head.
walks out. She's wearing she's got her Leku wrapped up above her head, and over her head is a dome of an old R3 unit. So it's basically like R2D2's dome as a hat.
A tall ass R3.
And then other pieces of junk. Did you want to actually describe yourself as a droid?
Just a little. I mean, I thought if there was like a great big bucket, I could beat one up.
All right.
One
I
of
like
those.
it. I like it.
And that way I could hide the gun underneath it, and just sort of shuffle.
It's like the Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, I'll put it to you this way. There's this old, we're gonna call it a P5 unit, which were these larger R2 units. She grabbed one of those and put it over her head, poked a couple of holes so she could see through it, and then draped all these other weird droid arms, like probing arms and all kinds of stuff, just hanging off.
We got Richard too, so it can be a group of 3, and
It'd be
just
3
see
droids
different
going
weird
in.
looking droids. Man.
So basically, it's like a kind of like a jellyfish. It's like a big dome with all of these arms and stuff hanging off it, and she's
inspired by the
standing
tentacles.
in the middle of it. So yeah, right. It's a
I was
big
inspired by the squid.
big droid squid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
An homage.
an homage,
An homage.
to Henry.
I got very attached to the babies.
And we're gonna kind of just try and stay in the cut, and if anything goes down, then we're just blasting and
We
taking
gotta
those
get in
stuff.
there.
My gloves are right here.
Did Timo see them in a skirmish? Does he know what they look like?
Timo the Hutt.
Timo the Hutt.
He would have watched it on security cameras.
So he sort of knows what they look like.
Would-
May not have a good
Oh,
description of them.
I used to work for Timo.
I used to work for him too.
Yeah, I think we all worked.
Oh, you guys work for him? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he pretty much knows.
Because I
He
was
wants
gonna
you
go in
all.
disguise,
He
but-
wants you all. So you guys want to head to spaceport control?
Please, por favor.
This is what she is.
North.
This kid would have fit right in.
Thinking
I
distraction
know.
would
No,
be good.
'cause I got
One
her
day.
some stuff too,
One day.
Hey, Lorik, do you want to put on like some red?
Oh,
or
look,
something?
we have a
Disguise
shoulder.
yourself?
Hey,
Is that some female Wookiee or something?
Could've been Sasha.
You know?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Main control room.
main control.
Oh, nice.
Office.
This
entrance.
building has a giant, large antenna with a bit of a dish on the top here, some sort of communication device. And you guys, let's say you're spaced around here, and we're talking Vex. And are you two taking the lead?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Along with Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard.
Richard's going with
Tricky Dick.
Okay, Mr. Richard. Let's see if I can
Dick the
find
droid.
something to represent Mr. Richard.
Hey, I got like a Listerine breath freshener thing.
To represent. Yeah.
It
Can
looks
you
like
like
a
a
droid.
Tic Tac or something?
I got this, dude. It look. Oh, that's my key. Hold on. I thought
There's a quarter on the
I
ground.
got a dime.
There's a quarter on the ground.
Boom.
Take it. Here, Richard is then little.
Richard
There he
is
is.
spinning.
There he is.
He's
copper.
a pen.
That's all right. That's all right. We spare no expense here at
right,
GEGGHEAD.
baby.
Okay, so Richard's zooming up, and you guys, let's say you're a little bit back, and you look through the alleys and stuff. You guys are all hidden in an alley, and you see the front of this place, and there's 3 battle droids with tridents on their chest, all standing guard in front of this. 2 are having a conversation. One is kind of looking off in this direction. What do you do?
We're here to inspect the. What's the antenna? We're here to inspect the antenna.
There's 3 of them.
Take the
There's
Yeah, but I
3.
think they
We'll
can
go see
sneak
if we
through
can talk
without
our
us
way in.
causing a stink.
Antennas
And
up
if it
top.
causes a stink,
I know, but
then
we're here to
we hit
inspect
it.
the main control.
The Michigas inside.
Michigan.
All right.
What do you think?
There's a Michigan.
You want to kill that?
5 on 3. This is like very quick.
What if they get a distress call
heroes.
off, though? You know
But
what
if
I'm
we're
saying?
loud, that's the problem. Should we try and talk our way
I'm
in
not the brain.
first?
Okay. Wait. Where are you guys?
But you got an axe.
We're behind you. We're in the
And you got Wookiee Rage.
We're in the shadows waiting. infiltrating. We're trying to hold Lowrick back, but he wants to get it on.
Really?
They look like the Matt Wood battle droids, really. That's not
Roger,
really.
Roger.
The ones that go round and round.
Those look like
We can totally
softballs.
talk our way.
Relax.
Yeah, battle droids, you got 'em.
They are thin, and
I don't know.
Lowrick.
I've seen enough
We're gonna
Star
go-
Wars
We're gonna
to
head
how quickly they
inside.
go down.
We're just gonna
We're
head
gonna
right
head
in.
inside.
All right, start making your way.
Let's let them go. If they get attacked, then we'll
We'll be right there.
baby.
Hello, gentle droid.
We are under security procedure Poseidon 37.
We understand that. We were sent here to help you out. We understand that there's a problem with the Mishigas that's connected to the thingy on top.
The Mishigas.
Yes, it's a technical term you wouldn't understand.
Would you present your security code?
I've got it right here. Just a moment, please. Oh, hang on 1 second. I believe I left it in my other pants.
We
Dude,
come
what do you-
from Timo. We come from Timo. Timo has sent us.
What metal of droid are you?
Dead. The squid. The squid
want-
is dead.
Both,
How could you not know the late model Henry droid?
both of you.
Obviously, you didn't get the memo.
Let me. What skills are we using here to lie to these guys? And I'll let you choose.
Terrible.
I'll let you
one.
choose.
I don't know. Where do we find that? Where do we find lying skills?
Your
We
charm.
go with
Charm is 3
Charm
down.
or deceit?
Charm is not good for
Deceit.
Coerce is 4 down.
me.
You're pretty good at deceiving.
I'll go with deceit.
Do you want to be the main deceiver and he's backing you up,
I
or the
think
other way
that should
around?
probably be the thing.
What
I
is
do
your
have-
deceit?
Negotiation.
My deceit is 1.
Is there a
Okay.
situation against them having health points?
Oh yeah,
Those guys?
yeah, and they don't have as many as you, for example.
Take negotiation
yeah.
because that's my deceit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He's going to be negotiation.
I'm gonna be
He's
negotiation.
going to go up
all
his
right.
negotiation.
So I got
I'm
a
gonna
yellow
go
and
up
a
mine.
green.
Let's do that. Let's
Rank
do a yellow and
1.
a green against Boom Boom.
And then he's a yellow and a green.
And let's just see what you get. Oh, oops. Yellow and
there's a whole
green
bunch of
against this.
So two yellow.
Look at the mechanics.
Okay, man, I'm gonna give, because of your negotiation skills, how you're talking about the Manchurian
Mishigas.
candidate,
Yeah.
Mishigas. I'm gonna give her 2 blues for her role. Now, this is the thing that gets you to figure out whether you're gonna.
We come from France.
We come from France. Okay.
Where is that?
Go ahead, stay there.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice
totally.
work.
Dude.
And you got some advantage.
Well, it's beyond my pay grade. You better go in and take a look at the Mizigoths.
Go clean that squid. Clean that squid.
You're telling him clean the squid?
Go clean that squid.
All right. I guess one of us had a bad take.
Yeah, do you want to use the advantage to tell him?
Why not?
Yeah. Set him up.
One of the droids is going to go and
I'm gonna go take a look at the droid and then clean the squid.
one of the droids wanders off. You walk in past these 2 droids. These 2 droids are now guarding the entrance. It's getting really hot under here, by the way. You're lucky we're starting to slip down on your face. You're sweating. You're like, this is really
This is a really
uncomfortable.
bad choice. This is a really bad choice. Plus that voice is really difficult to make.
It's like really taxing my vocal
Don't
skills.
worry.
It hurts my nasal cavity.
Okay, so now you walk in. There is a lady at this control panel. Okay, to describe to the audience, there's like these control panels, and there are these big windows overlooking a canyon in front of you, and you got a dude to the right of the room on one control panel. You got a lady in the center of the room in front of you on a major control panel in front of the window that's overlooking the canyon in front of you, because this is on the edge of the big mountain Devil's Tower. And there's an Aqualish dude who was, like the guy that tried to fight Luke. He doesn't like you. He's
I don't like you.
He's totally drunk. So there's an Aqualish on the left working out of control, and none of them turn around to look at you guys when you walk in, because it's just a droid crew. They just hear droid sounds. But I do need a stealth roll from you because you're wearing a lot of heavy parts. or some form of
Stealth. Okay.
either stealth, or you can use coordination.
They are exactly the same.
Oh my goodness! And what
Oh
is
my
it?
goodness, 4 green.
For green.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that is really good.
Go girl.
That is good.
I mean,
We'll
go
see.
girl.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what you do.
No.
No problems. No problems. So as you wander by,
Coordinated.
France.
little pieces of droid part are like kind of smacking against the wall, and that's cool. But you actually like pull back, and you're like, dude, I'm doing this. This is incredible droid work.
Thing I've ever done.
This is extraordinary.
He's playing Operation and nothing's going on.
That's right. I got the heart out. I got the gallbladder.
You guys are hanging out in the alley, you three.
Yeah, we're playing tic-tac-toe.
And are your cars, by the way, back at the junkyard?
Yes.
No, we would have brought them. Why would
your
we
cars? Okay. So, your
the
vehicles,
best.
so are you guys sitting in your vehicle like in an alley?
I think we should be out of
we
the
don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to look
kind of in the shadows.
Yeah.
Like on the map, can we open the map? Like,
sure.
We should be like away from these guys, so there's no chance of them seeing us. But within earshot, in case we need to come in running. Can we be like over here on the side?
Sure.
of the
Yeah. Well, it's like there's some buildings here.
Yeah.
And your car is maybe like in an alley nearby or something like that? In case you need to get away?
Baby driver and his tonight, we're ready to go.
Not out in the open like the point break car at the bank. Like we want it on the side where it's...
And you're not wearing the masks either.
I might.
yet.
By the end of this game, baby, I might.
You feel a little tug on your shirt. And you turn around and there's a Jawa just in the alley with you.
Brother.
And he's looking up at you. And it's interesting. The Jawa's kind of wearing, instead of a brown robe, it's a brown robe with some red and orange highlights on it.
What?
Oh.
And you hear this.
Repeat that?
Yeah, what do you say?
Oh God! What? Yes. Did you guys understand that?
I speak Wookiee.
Do you speak Wookiees?
Well, what about Jawas?
You make out a little bit, which is, did you vomit?
What?
I don't know what that means. Did you vomit? This is the best you can make out.
Yeah.
And this little dude is standing there kind of boldly, and you kind of look beyond him, and in the alley, two other little Jawas come out of the alley. But I mean, not like scurrying like Jawas, like walking really kind of slowly and confidently.
What?
Wearing these sort of orange highlight.
MS-13 Jawas.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
these Jawas.
Got swag.
And then he says more emphatically, did you vomit? Then you look beyond, and a Jawa comes around the corner, and you see his robes are covered with goo and guts and all that stuff, and you go, and you have this little flashback of her throwing a Jawa in the gullet of the thing getting split open, the Jawas getting, you remember the Jawas that were trying to hotwire your car, and you're like, oh, that's one of them. He's got friends. So there's now 4 Jawas in the alley with you guys.
But hold on a second. Oscar was the one that was throwing Jawas. You're the one that saved their ass.
They're asking, did you vomit?
No, the squid vomited. Right?
Squid vomited.
We have
Jawa
nothing
looks
to
at
do
you,
with it.
tilts his head,
We helped him, didn't we?
puts a little Jawa De Niro face.
I'm nervous, kid.
People have always wondered what the face of the Jawa looked like.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Go back, he says, and he starts speaking in perfect common. He says, that's my cousin back there. His hands he can't use his hands. They were digested. And I want to know, what are you going to do about that? We got to make reparations here. Where's the guy who threw him into the creature?
You know, I can't say, but I can say that the squid is owned by Timo, and you should probably roll with us and get out of here and work with us because Timo might do something like that again. We're the least of your problems.
That's crazy because he says, and you go, yeah, shut up! I got this.
Am I right?
He says that someone tossed him into the mouth of the creature. He was just minding his own business in a squid game, and people were fighting him. And I was like, "What? That doesn't sound about right." And then he says, "Yeah, this green guy with green tentacles off of his face."
Green guy.
Yeah. Like
big
we
green
spoke,
guy.
kid. He went this way. Point him off the map. I can't see the map.
Hang on a
Opposite
second.
way.
It was a tentacle for sure that wrapped around him.
Yeah.
But it was a tentacle from a squid.
Yeah.
The only people here that you're dealing with is the Wookiee that saved your friend. We're sorry what happened, but you need to be mad at the squid and how that squid got out. Now,
And the
how that
squid owner.
happened, I don't know. It ain't got shit to do with me.
I understand what you're
unless
saying.
you want to put
No,
a little
I
armor
respect.
on me.
I respect. Now, I need first of all, one of you needs to make a charm roll or a what is it? Coercion, probably. Coerce. Give me coerce or charm, whichever you want to use.
You guys, I got a pretty nice charm.
Yes, you do.
I got.
Sorry, I heard it.
The charm is good. Go for the
I
charm.
got one with a yellow and 2 greens on charm, you guys. I
Yes.
think
You
Yellow,
go
2 greens.
hard.
Now this guy is going to have this, and ooh, I'm flipping the dark side.
son of a
This guy, I'm flipping to the dark side. 2 reds. Let's see what happens. Rolling up 2 reds. No result. You didn't piss him off, but you didn't succeed.
Yeah, we're in a stalemate right
So
now.
he says to you,
It's the truth sometimes, and that, we're all a little upset about it.
Hang on. Hold on with
We're
this
all a little
truth.
upset.
what, do you want to make a roll now? Is that what you say to me, huh?
If you're gonna make me a liar, we're fucked. So don't do that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he doesn't like the truth.
I'm going to make that.
You didn't
Do your thing.
get
I
it.
don't know where you're going.
Little
I wanna
Jawas,
know.
and we didn't do anything.
No, okay, you guys can argue among yourself, but let me tell you this. What am I supposed to tell my cousin whose hands were digested by the beast? I need to buy the guy new hands now, robot hands, and robot hands cost money, and I think that it's probably safe to say you guys owe me a good 200 credits. You pay up, we leave, everything is fine, huh?
I'm not following the math here because it was a 10.
100 per hand.
This guy's not even
Excuse
with
me.
Timo.
A robot hand 100, robot hand 100, that's
Hold on,
200, that's 2
no.
hands.
The hand that did the damage was it was a tentacle. It belonged to a squid. It had nothing to do with us. So
Look,
how do we owe you
Jawa, my
money for
Jawa
that?
brother, tell me your name,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Tell me your
You need
name.
to fall back.
Hang on a sec. Tell me your name.
Louis from Fresno.
Louis from Fresno.
Little
We
known
got-
part of that.
We got a,
Which is New Jersey. Which is also.
we got a speeder.
It's outside of.
We got a Vespa.
Oh, there
Which one's gonna get your boy the nicest set of hands?
There you
Whichever
go.
one it
See,
is.
now
That's
that's
just
very
smart.
kind of you.
That's just
He doesn't
smart.
deserve
That's
it.
just smart.
This Vespa,
don't need it.
this
Yeah.
Vespa ain't bad. We'll take the Vespa.
The Vespa's nice, and you're so little too. You can fit on it.
And then at that point, the Jawas are all looking at each other, going like, "Oh shit!" And he goes,
Creme de la creme.
"Oh no, he didn't."
They called him little.
I don't think I heard you.
Yeah, I said you're so teensy. All you guys could fit on it.
You call me teensy?
Teensy weensy.
Get him, boys!
Now let's play.
They all start jumping out. All right, gonna cut to inside. You guys are standing there. You're pretending to be a droid.
funny.
The R5 unit is looking around. What the hell are we doing here? Richard. And you're sitting there. You say Richard, and he gets really angry.
Richard gets angry with me.
Gets angry, yeah, and he's starting to make a lot of noise. And you see the Aqualish kind of turn, like seeing the droid is making noise, looks at you guys all talking. Hey, droids, keep it down, please. We're trying to get some
Sorry
work done.
about that. He's a little gassy. Look, we're here to inspect the Mishigas up at the main console, and I just need 5 minutes so you guys can take a break.
All right, give me a deceit. Do you have a deceit?
Deceit, yeah.
You guys just do get the hell out of here. Yeah, just take over
One
for a
green.
little while.
Give me
One green.
One green, yeah.
Do you want to flip anything?
Yeah, I probably should.
He does have negotiation still.
Oh, negotiations.
You can
better.
negotiate. I will let you
Yeah.
negotiate.
Yeah, we get that's a green and a yellow.
Green yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me negotiate.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's good, right?
Oh,
With the job.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a really good thing.
That reason doesn't work.
yeah. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, man. You say you can take a break. Oh, all right. Well, I'm head of the office. Bryn, these droids are gonna be hacking at my console. And the woman's like,
Steve's
don't
king roll, dude. You're
She's like,
king roll.
Brian, don't bother me. Just take care of it. Droids, please just keep it down if you could.
Okay, no problem. We'll
So
be
this
out of here
console
very
is now
shortly.
free right now.
Okay.
We gotta get the little dude to plug in.
So
Call him Richard because he doesn't like being called Richard.
No, he doesn't.
What are we gonna call him?
Slick dick.
the droid then goes up to the console, plugs in the thing, and starts spinning it. And a little readout comes up and says, "Richard is not my name.
What is your name?
CNOBO."
Canobio. Canobio.
Can I call you Tracy for short?
Well, I am a girl when you guys have been treating me like a man. I'm kind of tired of this.
You know what? I've been felt that my whole life.
Hey!
I don't know why.
Hashtag me
either.
too.
Hashtag. I don't know why. Because I got a deep voice and I'm the size of a mountain. But I don't know why. I totally feel you, Canobio. Can I call you Tracy?
You can call me Tracy. instead.
Tracy, we need some help.
Tracy,
We need
I'll
to
give you
open the-
free lubrication. If you help us out here, we need to get that dome down. So just, if you wouldn't mind, just plug in and get that dome down for us.
All right. CNOBO starts plugging and doing this. But as you guys are talking, you turn around after you made the droid do this. And you turn around and both of these, the guy and the girl, are just watching you. And then you kind of look, they're looking at you. They go, what model of droid are you?
I come from France.
I thought it was a P5.
Droid, what's your operating number? You just don't seem very familiar around here.
4983245-1.
F you.
I need a, let's say a deceit roll from you.
I'm not so good at this thing.
She like to punch people.
Okay. And, yeah, so 2 habits. 3 advantage, but they're not buying it. So the 3 advantage gives you something. If you can come up with something, but they're going, I think we need to talk about it. They start talking to each other as if you're not even there. We need to talk about unauthorized. Yeah, they're standing over here. You can see where you are. CNOBO's plugged into the console here. You guys are here. She's at that console. He's at that console. And the guy goes, Bryn, do you think that we need to contact Spaceport Security? I think that's an unauthorized droid. I recognize Vex, but I don't know.
And at this, I'm gonna go
Every
for
single
it.
person doubts us.
All right, at this point,
Yes.
Here it comes.
the jig is up. Boom! Yeah! Blaster, and I got my big gun. I was like,
It always comes
Hello.
to this with a...
Whoa! Whoa!
hands up, don't you touch a thing. You got it?
Okay, they're
Come here, come here, come to me.
And we have a code
Come
word that
to
we
me.
can yell. That means we should probably come in too,
Come
right?
to me.
they're
And
With
you're
our
not gonna
stuffed
say a
animals?
thing, right?
no.
You're gonna be nice. Do you have a closet in this place?
The office.
Is it in view? Like it's not gonna be in the way?
And as you can see, the office has no windows or anything like that. It's just this little office, and this dude's hanging out in there, but the door is closed.
Okay.
I take the comm links.
Take the comm links.
Can you open the door to the office?
I got it.
Okay. Do we have anything to wrap these guys up in? You got any?
I got some duct tape right here.
Thank God. It saved Matt Damon and
And
Mars.
as you-
It has to work.
And as you guys are going, we got some duct tape. This guy walks out. And he's like, Steve, what's going on?
No.
Oh, no! Oh, God! Oh, my God!
Look at me. Everything's good. Look at me.
Immediately through the boom,
Everything
boom, 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 that weird face, the tusk face, he's weeping.
Okay, I
Tears.
turn my to the butt of my gun and just BAM!
Wow, that works.
Violence.
Hey,
I
you
was
gotta
gonna
quiet
take
them
another
down.
approach,
Good,
but good.
she's
I
good
like
at that,
you.
though.
Wait, what is your brawl? What is your brawl?
Like 3
My
million.
brawn?
Yeah, or brawl. Down here.
Brawl.
Oh, too green, but you're going to get the blue because of the butt of the gun, and it's going to be
Okay.
great. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh.
One advantage. So you pop him in the nose. You don't get him good. You don't knock him out, but you give him a little bloody tusk, right? At that point, you see the woman, the starport control woman. She's like, look, there's absolutely no reason for violence. There is absolutely no reason for violence. And then, boom, blaster bolt shoots by. Hop! These 2 droids. You guys have Jawas all over you guys, okay? The main 2 Jawas are jumping at you.
Which 2?
Yeah.
The guy you were talking to, this guy.
Taylor.
Those 2 Jawas are jumping at you. 2 Jawas are going to be attacking you, and 1 Jawa is the one with the vomit all over him with no hands
Really?
is coming after you.
Awesome.
How tall are Jawas?
Not that big.
How tall is a Wookiee?
Oh, like,
Think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like they really are tiny.
Well,
Yeah.
but let's not focus on that because apparently they don't enjoy that.
No, that was the best part.
So here's the deal. The Jawas, let me figure this out real quick. Okay. One of you goes, then the Jawas go, all of them, and then the
There's
other
4.
2 of you go. Yeah, there's what was it? There's 5 of them. 2
This
on
is
you,
what you
2
said
on
actually
you,
makes
1
sense
on
now.
you.
I think so.
Yeah, a threat that affects everyone in one move. I pick up Louis,
Okay.
put him into a little headlock with my axe right there, and I just go, "Are we sure we want to do this?" I haven't had lunch yet.
What is your coerce? And you're going to get a major bonus for that. And first of all, no. I need a brawl roll to see if you can get him in there. Give me a brawl.
Almost had an asthma attack.
Or melee. Brawl or melee, your choice.
You're gonna be.
It's on the bottom of your, it's like in the comment.
My,
Punch with
my
loading.
melee has got this like yellow, green.
Oh my God, dude, whatever that was.
Yeah, it's like a highlighted thing.
Oh, yeah.
My brawl is a yellow and 3 greens.
Okay, here's the deal. You succeed, you have 3 disadvantage, but I'll tell you, not now what that means. But you pick the guy up, you put the blade to him, you go, whoa, 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 and you say in Wookiee, what did you say? Are you sure you?
I said, are we sure we want to do this? I haven't had lunch yet.
He says it like so feelingless.
Holds him there. All of the Jawas pause immediately. They all look at each other. Louis sits there. It's cool. It's cool. Everyone, it's cool. It's cool. You see Jawas putting stuff back in their cloaks. You realize they all had switchblades. You're like, oh shit. This is not good.
My little Puerto Rican brother.
The Jawas are putting it back, and you see one of them puts it back, hands up. Another one puts it back. He's got a little chain. He puts the chain in his jacket. Hands up. One of them puts his switchblade away, takes out a cigarette, lights it up.
What?
Hands up. And then the last guy, he just goes, because he's got no hands.
Nubs up, fool. Nubs up.
It's like,
Nubs up.
Tell you what. Why don't you give us that Vespa? We'll just call it even, huh? Huh?
I think you made a wise choice.
All right. Wookiee?
I kiss him on the cheek.
Hey.
It's just
my little brother.
It's just the Wookiees.
Come across his face.
They just creep me out, man. With all that hair, man. Hair creeps me out. Okay. Eddie, get the Vespa.
Eddie,
we're leaving. He snaps. Gets on the Vespa. The Jawas scurry away. Do you let Louis go?
He was a sweetheart.
That was a sweetheart.
I'm still hungry, but yeah.
You put him on. He jumps in the back of the Vespa, and he looks at you guys, and he points to you.
I don't say. Told you both fit. I don't say that. I don't say that. I'm just looking.
He points at you like this, and goes,
This ain't over.
"This is big time, baby." And then switchblade pops out of his sleeve, and he lights it up, and then he goes, "No, but now." And then he drives. The driver drives the Vespa away. So you guys, then you hear, pow! You hear a blaster bolt coming from starport control. You're like, oh
boy.
Okay. So you guys got these people are at gunshot. This guy in the office, Brian, the tough dude, is crying, freaking out, going, "Oh God!" And that's what alerted the battle droids. They're going, I don't believe it. These two people have their hands up. Vex, you can see that one of them is edging toward, you kind of watch the female edging toward the front console with her hands up, and you look at the front console and you see the security button underneath the thing, and she's sort of making her way over there. And these battle droids are right here in this little hallway. They're kind of jammed up in this hallway. So what are you guys gonna do? Two battle droids here. She's heading for the console. You see what she's going for, that security thing. Brian, Brian is freaking out.
Yeah.
Steve is like, Brian, calm down. You need to calm down. You're gonna get us all killed. He's like, I don't know, man. Steve, this is crazy.
All right.
So you got a little situation there.
Yes, we have a little situation. I'm gonna fire a dot at the lady who is inching her way over there. With some of that juice, the hallucinogenic juice.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to fire hallucinogenic juice at the laser. You're going to throw
like
your
a little dot. Well, I have a little thing.
Oh, you do?
It's a little tap.
So give me a ranged combat
I got
attack.
lots of attachments. See all the
I love all those
attachments.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna fire a little dot.
Okay, so what do you got?
So I need a ranged attack. I have.
Range is on the bottom.
Yeah, I got. I got a stun grenade that could take them all out.
Dude.
Would it take us out too?
Do they?
You'd be more in trouble. Droids don't get affected so much by the stun grenade, so he'd be fine. The battle droid would be fine. All of the organics in there, including you, would be in trouble. CNOBO is now working on the dome.
Mm-hmm. Just dart him. Dart him. What's your melee? Just dart him.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know nothing.
It's only two
Other
range.
range
Not so
yeah,
good on those
Not
range.
so good.
If he throws it to me, I can do it because I got it better.
Couldn't you duck under that droid thing?
Well, again, you're at short range, so all you have to roll against is one purple. Just so you know, one purple is what you have to roll
Okay,
against.
so let's do 2 green.
2 green. Do you want to use any of these?
No, I'm gonna wing it.
I'm gonna wing it. All right, here you go. You're gonna wing it, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll, dude.
Okay, so you see her going, and you're like, no, don't do it. She gets hits her in the neck. She goes, ow, ow, ow. Pulls it out, drops it.
that a elephant?
She starts like, the things that she's seeing, you can only imagine. I mean, she is now fully in the 60s. She's like, government, man. Oh my God, man, you have no idea.
I can control her now, right?
You can suggest things, but she's full on in helter skelter right now.
Okay.
Just so you know. She's like, whoa, I had no idea they were here all along, all around us, man.
Brenda, lay down. Look up at the ceiling, and you're gonna see more stars than you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, so this is all happening while battle droids are shooting. So you're going, Brenda, lay down. And just look at the ceiling. There's blaster bolts going by. One more of you go, and then the battle droids are going.
Okay, I'm going to try and, would it be a light attack or a heavy ranged attack?
I think your heavy rifle is...
So I'm gonna go heavy on the droids.
All right. So it's 2 green and 2 yellow, right?
Both of them?
That's what I'm hoping for.
All right, and they have a little bit of cover with that hallway. So you're also, by the way, on the other side of 41 Vex. So he's going, okay, calm down. And so now you're almost using him as cover to shoot around him.
So are they on just this side of the hallway, or are they in the hallway?
You can see they're in this hallway.
So wouldn't we have them sort of bottleneck? Wouldn't we have an advantage on that?
If you wanted to rush in there, yeah, you could.
Can, oh man.
Video game strategy.
What do you have?
Vex?
Oh wait, is that our turn yet?
No, can he see in the dark?
He probably can.
Sure, of course I can. I'm a doctor.
Can those droids?
They probably maybe a little bit as well as him.
We can't.
Okay. I was just saying, because they're in there, we're not.
Okay. All right. To advantage, whatever you want to have done, but one of these droids, you shred him to pieces. You just let loose. The other droid seeks cover as pieces of the droid go blasting all over him, and you hear, oh my God! So you blow his buddy away, just absolutely shattered. You look around the corner and you see this droid, backing around the corner as blaster fire comes and hits nearby the alley where you're at. So a major firefight's breaking out. You're going, and just lay down and be calm. Like literally there's a firefight happening in front of you as you're going, no,
Everything's fine.
At that point, this guy's like, Brian, he's like, I can't believe we're all gonna die, man! Everyone's freaking out. Now the battle droid is gonna go, so he's gonna take it. He only has a shot really, well, yeah, he'd probably shoot back at you. Okay. But he might hit Vex. So he's gonna take a shot. You guys have natural cover from the hallway.
Plus he's a Roger bot.
Yeah. Roger. So I'm gonna give you like improved cover because that's a terrible shot that he has to make right there. So, and then that's, okay, so that's the roll right now. That's the roll. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so firefight, exchange of fire. You're in your own droid way, vaguely aware that there's blaster bolts going everywhere. At this point, this dude loses his mind and just moves to tackle you.
Whoa.
And you still have some droid parts on you, and he's going to... Okay. And he's going to succeed. You're going to take 3 damage and 1 strain, but you have soak, right?
Yeah.
Your soak is 4. You're going to take no damage, but 1 strain damage.
Okay.
So he doesn't even knock you down. He knocks you against the console, and at that point, CNBO gets knocked off the console. Goes spinning around on the floor on her wheels, and starts spitting out all kinds of droid swear words and stuff. And you can see, as you look down, you go, oh no, and you realize the little activation prod got broken off.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Damn it, Steve!
Brian's like, you're crazy, Steve, don't do it, man! That's a crazy Twi'lek bounty hunter! It's not a dancer, they're not all dancers, some of them are pilots! And some other ones can shoot guns, you don't understand! It's all a stereotype, shut up! Anyway, okay, who hasn't gone? You guys have gone.
We've gone.
You have hypnotic control of her.
Yes.
You guys all have a turn if you want. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, so we're on the outside coming in. We just negotiated those turkeys out of there.
And you guys are seeing a firefight. You're like over an alley over here.
So we can see. For my first action, I want to take out my gun.
And you do have a shot at medium range at this dude, if you wanted to get a shot.
Can I take like, can I go all the way up this? Can we get all the way in behind this guy?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
He's
That's what I want to do.
Totally
I don't want to
doing
fight
that.
him from the bottom of the stairs. I want all of us to go all the way up here, but I'll go up here first and get a shot while his back's turned. I don't know if his back's turned, but get a shot.
His back is turned. He's shooting down that.
And I want to
entrance
point.
way.
I want to point blank this guy right in the back of the head.
Okay.
Just like Trinity from The Matrix. Dodge this. Bam! That's what I want to do.
All right, I'm going to say that. All right, as you rush up, you get within point blank range, and I will say this: as you run out of the alley, you see people are now darting all over the place. So you're like, okay, well, we're making a commotion. But you know, you got like a straight shot. You run over there. You get her up right behind. What is your ranged combat?
My ranged is I have a rank is 1. That doesn't matter. I have a yellow and 2 greens.
Okay. Yellow and 2 greens. Here you go. Oh, dude, unbelievable. You have 2 advantage, but you didn't hit.
You know what? I'm used to this.
You have 2
It's a shitty pistol. You got this really
Well, here's the thing. You got
it's worse than the droid.
You got to short range. You couldn't get there all in one move because you were at medium range before.
I
so you're at
tripped
short
on the
range.
top stair.
But you do have 2 advantage.
Okay. I've actually pulled the trigger and missed. Yes.
Yes, but you have 2 advantage, which means you can have an extra maneuver, or you can have something circumstantially happen. An extra maneuver would be an extra move or an extra.
Shoot him again, harder.
Or you can take those 2 advantage and say, "Can I graze him?"
I can't miss twice, can I?
I don't
From
know.
point blank? Has
No.
it ever been done?
I feel like
Well, you
from point
can't.
blank, does he get
You have an
bonus
extra
attack?
maneuver, but not an extra attack.
Not an extra attack, extra maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Triangle choke?
Oh, we can't attack him.
No, I can't attack.
I will say this: from your maneuver, you know, just because you had good circumstantial stuff, one thing that you didn't notice over here is a battle droid, another one, observing this, carrying a mop with all kinds of guts on the end of the mop, and it's noticing you.
The guy that they sent off. That's
Yeah, and you also you see him. Well, no, unless you communicate that with them, they don't know about that battle droid.
Okay, I'll use my advantage. Can I use them separately? You said I had 2, or I have to use it all together?
You should probably use it all together, but.
Okay, I'll use my advantage to warn them so
Okay.
that they can get in an advantageous position. And
Give them an extra blue for their attack.
if you
could do that.
can, I
Yeah,
mean,
you
if you can, I just want them to be in a position of power over the incoming.
I'll
droid.
give them both of them a blue on their attack.
And I gotta just brace for whatever this droid's gonna do
Well,
to
you
me.
got a
Now that he knows I
this
missed.
thing right here. That'll provide you a little cover.
I'm talking about this fool right here,
Yeah,
man.
no, that guy, you have no cover from him.
All right.
And he's point blank. So don't worry about him. But you know, two more of you get to go before the start of the next round, and then you could go first if you wanted to go in the next round. So you might be able to go before this guy gets to attack. Anyway, here's what's going to happen. You two get to go, and then we start the next round. And then one of you gets to go, and then the bad guys go. Okay. So you hear him yell. What do you yell out to them about the mop guy?
I say, incoming battle droid, get in position.
So you should take one out, I should take one out.
I got a blaster.
One droid coming in, one. And there's
But
one
there's
that I
another one
didn't
you
get
missed,
to.
so-
Yeah, you all do your thing.
And these are, this is
They're
barbecue chicken.
They're the Roger.
Roger. There's a guy
Barbecue
there.
chicken, easy
There's a
eating.
guy over here. You guys are off in
Apparently
this
not
alley.
that easy, because it's point blank range.
It's posh.
This is an alley
We're
right
also
here.
gonna have blue on our attack.
You are.
Is it possible for me to come up behind Posh and finish the job with my blaster and take Roger out?
You can. Yeah, give it a shot.
Do I have enough?
You have enough.
You
Yeah.
got into attack mode. You
Yeah,
probably-
you can get into short
let's see
range.
if my
shots.
blaster's any better.
All right, so you run up next to
your
Posh.
blaster, your punch, or your shot gloves. Look in your
Well,
thing.
my blaster, aren't we far away? I mean,
Well, in order to get there, if you wanted to get up into the punching range, you'd have to spend 2 strain to get an extra maneuver to get
Oh,
there.
I
for
think I
sure,
can get
worth
him. I can get, really?
I don't know.
For sure. Bet the house.
Do it.
Bet the house. Yes.
Just so you know.
You want to try? Strain comes back easier than wounds because it's
Okay. Yeah, you know what? like these things. You know, it took a lot of time, a lot of energy to make my gloves.
Right.
Let's bring them in for a nice hug.
You saw the damage.
Let's
you
do
did
it.
to Wilford.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Ask Wilford about my gloves.
So what is your brawl, if you look in your combat section?
Let's see. One, it's yellow and 2 greens.
Yellow and 2 greens against that.
Brizal.
All right, you
And a
rush.
blue.
Oh, and a blue, and a blue, and a blue.
And the blue.
Okay, come on, Roger.
Oh yes.
Oh boy, and what kind of damage do you do with that thing? Like when it says
so dead,
your
it's
shock
insane.
gloves? Yeah, I think
My
it's
shot
just
gloves,
falls
damage
apart.
3.
damage 3. Okay, so, and you have 3 advantage if you want to do anything cool and extra. Anything else that you can think of? While you're thinking of stuff, I will tell you this guy's not going to survive this. So,
How do you want to do?
Could I kick his head off?
yeah.
They always get hosed like
Buddy,
that,
you
man.
see Mathis, you take a shot and you're like, I don't, but there's a battle, there's a guy with a mop over there, and you're like looking at your gun, you're all confused.
Because it's the gun's fault.
And then
not-
running right past you is Mathis. Mathis winds up for a massive punch, and then you just see him jump up, and almost like in slow motion, boom, kicks his head off. His head goes spiraling off, and the body starts walking off in this direction, kind of taking random shots.
Because we're on an advantage, can it go at someone else?
Well, you have one more advantage, right? Or she used it all?
It's yeah. She
Got it.
probably
Well, but
yeah.
to kick the head off, you said it's dying anyways, right?
Yeah, it's probably gonna die anyway. So if you want to use your advantage, you can. Well, what can you do? You can get 2
I
strain
love that you
back.
kicked its head off.
You can have your strain back instantly.
Look, you're about to come in there and clean up the
There's
dude
also
with
this dude with the mop.
The doo-doo.
There's the dude with the mop who's
Yeah.
probably gonna go for his gun.
And is that he's
You got
outside
it.
or inside?
He is outside. This is like a city
Okay,
street.
cool.
Sorry, around here. And you're in an alley right over here. He doesn't see you yet.
So got this.
Nice. I'll start bowling Jawas.
You going?
Boy,
Oh, is it my turn now?
He's a battle droid,
yeah.
though. He's a
You're up.
battle
He's a
droid. Just like the other ones. You could whoop it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just gonna kind of walk over to my Vibro X, and
yeah.
it's 2 yellows,
Say hey.
2 greens, and a blue.
Woo!
Yep.
Say what's
I
up.
don't think this is gonna go very well for the droid. Yeah, I don't even need to ask what your damage is. 'Cause I remember it's massive. You
Advantage.
What is that? Yeah, and you do have
That's
two.
why Louis was like, we're good.
You have 2 advantage, and here's the thing. Let me give you some circumstances. There's people running everywhere. There's the freakouts in the streets, at least in the periphery right now. Not in front of you, not anywhere totally near you, but within earshot. There are people who are like, "Oh my God, it's happening all over again." You know, madness in this town right now. But explain what you do to this droid, because this poor guy didn't even see you coming. He comes and he puts up his mop to block your axe.
Staff.
Oh, I want this to be a very quiet death. So I'm just gonna kind of hold him close to me and just cut him in half.
We'll take a break.
They're gonna take a
Yeah,
break.
take a break. Yeah.
And the whole time you're going,
Yeah, that's the last thing you hear.
We have an advantage, right?
Wow.
Guys, stretch your legs and think about.
What you've done.
Yeah, think about what you
think
did.
about what you did.
Oh my God.
There's this moon. We're gonna call it Kryden.
That's not moving. Sorry.
That's not
I
helpful.
love you.
That's not helpful.
Know the man on the couch.
Zoom down to the moon and we see all these crazy little creatures with nimble little fingers, and you see one taking these little components and with these tweezers putting these little pieces in place.
Lego?
And then like these tiny little components into this tiny little chip like this. Then you see that chip shipped off with thousands of other chips in these crates. Suddenly, next thing you know, you're on this planet Geonosis, and you're in these caves, and you're these bug creatures, and you see on the assembly lines, they start feeding these chips, these machines start feeding the chips into the assembly lines, right? And then you see these droid chassis being these bodies, just the chest and the head, and you see the chips being inserted in each head. Then the arms are assembled. And then we follow this one droid as it rolls off the assembly line, and suddenly it's marching in order with all these other battle droids, right? Then you see it being sent off, shipped off somewhere else, and you suddenly, the hot suns of Tatooine are above you. And we follow these battle droids as these tridents are being painted on their chest. And as the droids are walking down, marching in order and shooting at targets and doing all these battle drills, you see one droid, notice during a battle drill, there are these targets moving around and they're blasting them. And there are these. There's this guy with this hat. This battle-weary guy, who the audience would recognize as Felonious. issuing orders, and they're shooting these targets. These droids are being trained and programmed to fight and kill. But then the one that we've been following, the one droid that we were following the whole time, from the chip to the Geonosis foundry, all the way to this, you know, in the middle of a drill, sees this little frog creature, and sees that it's going to get in the way of some marching droids, and he goes and he scoops it up, and he holds it. Then we cut forward, and in the droid barracks, when they're being recharged, you see a little habitat that was constructed for this little frog creature. And the droid, before he goes to recharge, feeds the little frog creature. And then you see the droid rushing out, and there's water everywhere and splashing. And the little frog creature, you know, as this water rushes into the charging area, the frog creature's in trouble. The droid grabs it, saves the frog creature, rushes out. Next thing you know, the droids are sent out on patrol, patrolling the streets looking for who flooded the palace. Then the droid is standing guard in front of the spaceport and is sent to go and clean up the mess. And then next thing you know,
No, so what happened was, as I was doing that, the little frog creature jumped up on my axe. And so I said, it's very quiet. And luckily we got cut off before I even got to cut it. And so he's still there. And with all my mad advantage, the damage I inflict is on some of the people that you said were running by, not him. And he is gonna be with us.
oh my God! So
Yes.
you're gonna try to hold this droid hostage?
Well, I can
See?
reprogram him.
Trying to evolve,
I
like,
can
Turn him.
reprogram him.
Well,
Turn
I just sent
him.
like a impulse up all the way up my arm. I
yeah,
couldn't-
because it was karma for killing innocent people.
So
Could I reprogram him?
we'll play this out. He's got this droid. He's gonna break it into pieces, and do you tell him to stop? Like, no, wait, hold on.
I got this.
You say you got
I
this.
do have to do something with the success and the advantage, though.
Sure,
Right?
sure. And there's people going around. Oh my God, they're killing. What? What's the deal? What's the big deal with the useful? Just kill the droid. What's the deal?
It's this frog.
Yeah.
The little frog is like standing on your fur, looking at you with these eyes of don't. So you're holding this droid's neck,
I'm a
and
creature as well.
the frog jumps up on your arm, and
I
the frog looks at
understand.
you like this, like, don't do it.
Uh-huh.
Like the
Don't do it.
porg looked at Chewie.
And that alone, this droid doesn't have a bone that would... Oh, he doesn't have a bone in his body.
This droid does not have a bone in his body.
This guy wouldn't kill anyone. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say we're gonna push his mop onward and he's gonna keep moving along.
No, I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
I make a motion.
No way.
I make a motion that we keep this droid and I reprogram him, and then we have a battle droid that goes, Roger, Roger, these idiots need to come through. And then they go,
Can
oh,
she
okay.
reprogram?
Yes.
Since he's functional, it will be less time to reprogram.
Yeah.
If it was the one that you
And
kicked his
have
head
the
off,
advantage. And,
Oh, well then... Let's
Toss
open him
over
up.
to me.
Please, please.
What does this guy say? He's gonna be a sweetheart.
All the droids have them.
Please don't hurt Athena. Please.
That's a frog.
You're gonna make Taylor cry.
We're turned around
Oh.
and work your magic.
Well, I don't know if I have a move and I can do this right now.
we can say you can do it right now. In
Well,
the
with
mean-
my advantage, you can use that.
yeah, if you like, you guys can start going
I
dealing
didn't
with this
use any of
droid.
it, really.
Do you want to start pulling him into an alley or heading inside there?
Pull him
Yankees out
right
inside.
inside. Why don't we just like pull him inside here?
Okay, so you start pulling him toward the building. You hear some blaster fire outside. You assume probably your friends are getting in the middle of it, but in the meantime, this guy's fighting you.
Yeah.
Two of you guys can go before he gets to act.
Okay.
Brian is inside the office, screaming his head off, like, oh my God, this is terrible. Steve is fighting you.
I'm a big woman. Am I
right.
bigger than Steve?
Yeah. Steve doesn't work out.
I'm gonna flip Steve over and sit on his face and try and.
Remember, you're brawl.
Now let's get ready. Not my intention.
To try and smother him. But let me, what if because I've got the blaster, right?
You do.
What if I
That you're excellent at.
flip him over
Oh, yeah.
and
What?
You're gonna pop him.
I'm gonna pop him. All right. I was a bounty
What is your blaster skill again?
I have gunnery. Is that it?
It's the ranged heavy.
Oh, it's 2 yellow, 2 green.
3 yellow, 2 green. Now here's the thing.
2 yellow,
Or
2
2 yellow, 2 green. 3 yellow. 17 yellow and 5 green.
And 5 and
Okay,
4.
so here's the thing. It's point blank, but then you also get, it's a difficult shot because your gun, to maneuver it around in the middle of a fight, is very tough.
Even with the blaster that I have?
Oh, you're using the handgun. That's range light. What is that?
That's 4 green.
4 green. You want to use that instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah,
That's
and
going to
it'll
be
make
up
less
against
noise.
2 purple. Is that cool? You want to try it?
Sure.
Or do you want to try the other one? Up to you.
The other one is going to hurt me.
No, it won't hurt you. It's just difficult to wheel your gun around. That's why it gets an extra purple. Makes it from medium difficulty to difficult.
I'm going to gamble on this.
You want to do it? Let's do
Yes.
it. All right. You flip this guy around. Oh. Oh. Okay. All advantage.
Wow.
What does that mean?
That means I say, Steve.
Well, you're not going to actually
We're
hit him.
nice
You're not going to damage him, but you have tons of advantage, which means circumstantially something can happen.
I turn around and I sit on his face to smother him.
Okay.
For each other.
So
God, that's awesome.
Just like home.
what is the just bear with me.
Okay.
What is the desired effect of this? Because you have
I wanted to
major
go-
advantage.
Oh, I want to get rid of him because Brian's freaking out at this point.
Brian is losing
right?
it.
Brian is not a factor at this
Yeah.
point. So Steve is the factor.
And also Helter Skelter. Someone's
Yeah.
in the 60s, but she's not gonna.
But she's fine. Brenda's fine.
Brenda's having a nice
fine
little trip.
over the droid moon.
She's
right
in
now.
Cancun
She's having
now.
a good time.
Yeah.
So I want to. Well, I gotta get rid of Steve. Baby. But I gotta get rid of Steve, right?
That's right. That's right.
Um,
You could, I mean, like for example, with this, you
Mm-hmm.
could say, oh, could I damage him for 4 strain, which would be like a pop in the face, or could I have an extra move where I pick him up and move him over here, or get into an advantageous position where I'm like pinning him to the ground, stuff like that.
What if
Put a chokehold on
I
him.
Or you could
pick him
talk
up
to him and try to
and
influence him or whatever.
Throw him into Brian into the closet and close the door.
2 strain, I will allow this.
I will take the 2.
It's gonna need some help though. 41 Vex, you're gonna need to guide Steve on his path to Brian if this is going to
Oh,
work.
sure, I can help.
Yeah.
Well, you
I'm very
guide
happy to
me.
help.
Guide me.
Yes. Gently into the dark.
So she's wrestling around with this guy, pops a blast into the ground. When she does, you hear Brian go, "Oh, but it's gonna kill him! Steve! She's gonna kill him!" Losing his mind. At that point, she picks him up, just Vex, throws him your way. He starts spinning around on the ground. And you want to do a brawl to see if you can send him on his way?
Sure.
Or do you want to pop him with one of your syringes? I don't know.
No, I'm gonna hook him on the belt loop, and with one of my little devices that's hanging off of me, and I'm just gonna slide him straight across the room.
All right, sounds good.
It's more of a
What's your brawl?
inertia
brawl,
than
yeah.
anything else.
Because you're gonna get a blue.
My brawl is 2 green.
2 green.
Yes.
All right, here you go. You have a slight advantage here. We'll see if it works.
Oh.
And it does.
Okay,
It does.
barely.
Yeah, the best roller at the table.
This is crazy.
He could literally be like, look,
don't know
I
what the-
become Luke
I
Skywalker.
don't know
All
what the
right,
band-
but
Batting
you can
1,000.
only roll a 1 on a million dice.
All right.
You toss him over there. He goes spilling into Brian. Brian hits the ground. He's on top of Brian, and they're in there.
Beck, shut the door.
I shut the door,
Door closed.
and I smashed the lock on it.
Thank you, Vex.
All right.
Welcome.
Cut to outside. There's a very scared droid. Athena looks at you with eyes of terror, but Athena is now crawling on your fur. You guys are wrestling this droid inside? All right. And are you going in with them? Are you guys all going in there?
I want to stand outside in case more guards come, but I do want to relay information to you to check that droid for any kind of tracking, any kind of chips, any kind of anything on it, so that we're not, if this is your all's crazy idea, we're going to make it as safe as possible.
Okay.
So check for that, and I'll watch the door, and if anyone comes in, the secret code word is holy shit.
That's 2 words, just say.
That's hyphenated.
I think Athena is definitely gonna help out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll fix the droid and I'll get the chip
We're gonna
out.
get frog advantage off of it.
If we get enough advantage, I will lick the frog.
So you, Abacus,
That's what Brenda did.
So you're going to be reprogramming the droid for the next 30 minutes?
Yes, I am, and I'm taking a chip out.
Taking the chip?
Yes, I'm going to find the chip that may or may not be in there.
may,
if
you
it
may
is,
not.
I'm
I don't
taking
know.
it out.
Are they-
Which,
are they inside
oh,
the
the
vessel?
tracking, yeah, that type of thing. No, it's a very good point. Okay, so you're looking for a tracking device. Vex, the closet is closed. You can hear weeping from behind the door.
Poor Brian.
Yeah, but at least they're together. That's the cool
Yeah.
I
thing,
know.
you know?
Yeah.
Good for them.
least
You're standing guard outside. So Freddie, I'm going to text
I
you.
can't work with computers anyways.
Yeah,
so
I'm
might
going
as
to text you
well.
something.
Okay.
So whenever, and so yeah, you guys
That's like
are
getting a text from God.
30 minutes later. Oh, by the way,
I'm gonna let everyone hear.
God
Sam's
use iMessage?
message. Whenever Sam texts me, that's notification.
Mathis, can you also reattach?
The head?
give it a few minutes before you tell them.
Reattach the thing to. Oh, by the way, this is Tracy.
Oh, I need to fix Tracy. What am I
Yeah.
thinking? My bad.
Tracy,
Yeah. Tracy, I'm right here.
totally apologize for what happened earlier. Now that we know this is Tracy.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm a reprogramming dude, and I'm also fixing Tracy.
Tracy's, probe
Yes.
that the
Yeah.
thing that the
Yeah.
R2 unit thing
No
is
problem.
broken off, and
No
so she's
problem.
fixing it up.
Can
So
she-
it's
can
not.
she
That's
get-
not a hard fix. You fix it up, and Tracy starts going back to work on the dome.
Thank you,
Yep.
Tracy.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was. How long does it take to open the dome?
As soon as that probe is fixed, probably another minute. Tracy was
Oh,
already
cool.
into
I'm
that.
fixing Tracy first.
Yeah, right. So the status indicator says the dome is rolled back for the hangar bay. So
Can-
that is totally set.
If we smash this console, will it make sure that the dome
Yeah.
doesn't ever go
You
back?
could definitely do that. You also, as you're reprogramming the droid and you guys are working on stuff,
You can also jam the frog in.
Oh,
Just kidding. I'm kidding. Seriously, I say no. We saved them for a reason.
By the way, what's with the frog? Why do you have a frog?
He's a creature. He
Athena's
loves
adorable.
animals.
No, I'm just saying. We didn't see anything that happened outside.
It's just in character, dog.
What's up with the frog?
Well, I did read a fairy tale when I was younger that you kiss a frog, turns into something you want it to be.
Okay. So the
Freddie
frog-
Prinze?
Freddie.
Frog and the Prince.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Still rolling. Still rolling high, Mr. Blum. It's still rolling high.
wow. You still got it.
Yeah, still rolling. So high.
It was on the tip of everyone's brain.
I'm sorry.
You watch as Athena hops off your shoulder and starts hopping on the console, and she's attracted to this one little flashing light.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't go near it. Looks at the flashing light, looks up at you. Looks over at the droid. And the droid who's being reprogrammed goes, and he's looking at the flashing light too, with his little droid head, the Matt Wood droid that you're reprogramming.
Okay. Can I ask him what his problem is?
What does the light mean?
Someone's trying to communicate with the starport control.
Click it on.
Lorik, you got this.
You do it?
You're gonna have a little.
No, not me. I'm not talking.
Who's
No,
got
but we can
charisma?
hear what it is. Like,
Who's
let's
got
hear it.
charisma?
You hit it? Yeah, you click it.
What does he
We should
say?
have Vex.
Well, he's just gonna say something. Let's hear what it is.
Spaceport control, is everything okay there?
Well,
Come in, spaceport
isn't one of
control.
our guys freaking out? Shouldn't he? Who
No, he
normally?
tossed
no.
everybody in the closet.
Vex.
Let Vex.
Yes, everything is fine here. How are you? By the way, this is Steve. Everything is absolutely fine. Don't even worry about it. It's a false alarm.
Holy shit,
there's a
is that
problem
you,
with-
Vex?
No. This is Steve. There's a problem with the Michigas. These droids came in. They're trying to help us out a little bit.
That's real clever, Vex. You and I both know that you're the only damn droid in 1,000 light years that talks with that stupid voice.
Thank you very much for telling us your location.
We'll be seeing you soon.
Oh boy.
Now the dome is rolled,
Yep.
and Bro is probably 75% reprogrammed.
Okay.
But you don't have a chance to finish it if you want to vacate immediately. But you know, 75%'s like better than like 50 and
Yeah.
25, all that stuff.
Can you do this on the move? If we get you back in the
Yeah.
So what if we get back in the speeder, right? And you finish. Right?
Freddie, did you are outside and they're all piling out. They're all coming out
And
toward
I
the speeder.
smash the console.
Oh, smash! Console's smashed. There's no way they can roll the dome now.
Is this a good time to discuss what that text was?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta move fast, get everything you need, and the big-ass Imperial shuttle just flew right over my head and landed in the other landing bay. We gotta go, and we gotta go now.
Okay.
What is with that droid?
What is with him? He's 75% programmed.
Are you bringing him with us?
I'm right here. I can hear you.
Is he coming with us?
I don't think we have time to discuss this. I think we need to get the hell out of here.
We gotta get the hell
We'll
out
talk
of here.
about it
So we
later.
can toss him over my shoulder and just make some.
Hey,
No, I mean my legs work, Wookie.
Hey, what's your name? What do they call
The
you?
name's
Oh my
Laura.
God, what is my name?
Matt?
Matt. My name is Matt.
We're building a droid on our
Hey,
own.
Matt, you want to come with us?
I pick up Athena. I say, Matt. Matt.
Yeah.
He was just rebooting.
Oh my God, Athena.
We're gonna find Athena a good home. You're gonna come with us. We're gonna save Athena. And we're gonna find a good home for Athena. Safe off of here,
She
no
already
problem.
has a good home.
But we're gonna make sure that she's safe. You know that Timo would eat her in a heartbeat.
Matt, take a look at where she used to live and the ruins that place is in. You think that's a good place for Athena to live? Let's go.
Well, it's wet.
It'll be wet anywhere else we go. We gotta move, Matt.
Okay.
Bunkin' with Margaret. She can bunkin' with Margaret and split island.
At that point, Matt goes,
All right, but can I have my gun back?
No.
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 We'll wait till we get there.
Not
Gotta
yet.
get to the spaceport.
Yeah, not yet, homeboy.
If we really saw that, then we should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold
we
on
need to
to
go.
Athena for a while.
I'm not clear. Are you threatening her life?
Never.
Is she a
You
hostage?
see,
She's
we got
gonna
the
bunk-
same color. She's beautiful.
You're gonna piss
I
off
love her.
Lorik
She's
if you're meeting
Okay.
You
Athena.
see my beautiful
I love
terrarium
Athena.
here?
I love
Margaret,
Athena,
she can
genuinely.
bunk in with
I'm gonna
Margaret.
give Athena over to Look.
Margaret needs a roommate.
Matt stares with absolute fascination at Margaret inside your chest, floating around in the glass part.
Oh,
Can I put Athena inside? Will she be safe?
They're gonna fall in
It's not like.
Well, here, look, that's all relative because will she live? Yes, but she'll be inside a very strange droid. You could go. I mean,
Matt?
There's a
it's
window.
all about.
Yeah, I think he's probably safe.
She'll have a view.
What if we kept her safe while we travel inside of Vex?
Oh,
She'll have a
good.
little play rate. She'll be fine.
He's the best droid on this rock.
I feed Margaret twice
And
a
it's
day.
a nice
Tell
wet
me what
place.
she eats.
You don't think Athena wants a friend? Let's go.
You have to make sure that she can get out and breathe. She's not totally aquatic. Also, she eats little bugs that you can only find on the right side of the palace.
Oh, that's
and also,
He just starts to going
You
off
say
on his whole
amphibians,
character.
let's go.
Ish. Oh,
Lord,
that's nice.
put your hand over his
do it.
mouth.
Yeah,
Get
that's
him,
what I'm saying.
and let's move.
We can pick him up and run.
So you guys all start piling into the speeder, and suddenly,
Yep.
and finally, after all of you get in there,
Mammoth
including
scene with-
CN, OBO,
Yep.
Matt, all these people, you're the sort of
car.
yes, the repulsor lift is really starting to strain. You start up the car and you go, "Woo," and the back of the speeder starts dragging on the ground a little bit, like you're like, oh no, and you look over and you do realize Lorik's probably the biggest Wookiee you've ever seen in your
You
life.
could probably run alongside.
Let's get that map back up.
Pretty quick.
We're not far.
So you guys were at the spaceport, and you start heading this way to landing bay Auric, right?
Audic.
Hey, Lorik, can you run alongside?
Come on,
I can
dude.
run along with you. if you need.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Okay, so Lorik pops up, and the moment Lorik pops up, the whole speeder goes, woo!
Nice, man. We just dropped about 300 pounds.
Lorik starts running.
I've always wanted to like.
You start making your way down the street. You make a right. You're making your way by this this water tower. You pass the water tower, and there's a whole market here. There's like fruit, food, all kinds of stuff. You also see
bugs?
there is like a stand where
I grab a jar of bugs.
as you drive by.
Yep.
Okay.
Just lean out. Grab.
All right, so you lean out. You grab whatever you can. You end up missing the jar of in terms of jars of bugs, and you grab something else, and you realize this flopping little squid. And you realize it's one of those squids that spilled out from the squid that died, and you're like, what? And you look back, and there's a whole bunch of them all like hung there. Like they're already selling them. You're like, what? You guys are driving by, and as you come around this corner to hit this street, inside of the water tower, you see, you stop, you hit the brakes as there are like two speeders ahead of you. And everyone stopped, you're like, what the hell? And then a speeder comes in from behind you, and you look behind, and you look in front, and there's a checkpoint in front. and there's stormtroopers checking the checkpoint. 3 of them. 3 Imperial stormtroopers. I'll show you exactly where you guys are. This Penny is you. You're at that intersection, it is, see the stormtroopers. 3 stormtroopers. There's 2 speeders in front of you. 3 stormtroopers checking out the dudes right there.
How far along is the progress on Matt?
You're still working on Matt. Probably 82% reprogrammed. Matt goes,
You can trust me if you get to 85. I'm not gonna betray you.
We have Athena. You bet your bolts you're not going to betray us.
Okay, that is confirmation that Athena is in fact a hostage.
Look, Matt, she's not in danger, but I'm not trusting a droid with a gun until you're 100%.
you guys, as you guys are talking, you guys are looking, and the stormtroopers are making their way forward. They let the speeder in the front go, and they're making their way forward toward you.
Tell you what, Matt, here's your chance. Make it good with the stormtroopers. Let us get through. Distract them. Get us through.
Oh.
Hey, if he dies, he dies.
Yes.
You didn't hear that, Matt. That's just my inner monologue. You want to prove this? You want to prove to us that you're legit and you're not going to do anything?
Let's
prove
see how
it. Don't betray us.
Let's see what a battle droid's deceit roll is. All right, he's ready.
I have a quick question, just for the game's sake. So we're trying to get to the landing bay, or because there's a ship there, and it's not our ship, but it's a ship that
we're taking it, and we have the hyperdrive that's going to help us get out of this orbit.
Is there any cover in the markets? Are we by some stalls or something that some of us could duck behind and try and go around?
You surely could. I mean, Lorik, you were running, so if you want to hide, you definitely can.
Well, I'm already in the landing bay. Like, where's?
Oh, you're on the landing bay's over here. Yeah, right. I'm right on the ship. Lorik, you see all this stuff right there? You could definitely hide amongst the, sort of the bazaar, the carts and the shops and the sort of tents stuff. Or what do you call those? Those sort of kiosk things?
Kiosks.
Yeah, like Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, type thing. So are you staying next to the speeder, or are you like trying to find some?
Yeah, it's like walking your dog.
All right, so you're right here. The stormtroopers are checking out the car in front of you. And Matt, what's up?
Are we, so like this, obviously no one looks like Posh, but a Wookiee, not saying all Wookiees look alike, but
well, that's
all
racist.
Wookiees.
It's so racist.
But they did.
Racist.
All Wookiees kind of do.
But they did.
I mean, it's a stereotype because it's yeah.
Look, best case scenario on this, while they're just distracted by Matt the droid, all y'all take out your weapons and we fire on the 3 stormtroopers and don't hit the droid, okay? He's a nice guy. Just don't hit the droid.
No, wait a second, hold on. What am I supposed to say?
Just distract
We're your
them.
prisoners, and you're bringing us over. Oh no, we are. I don't know.
That's great.
We are your prisoners, and you're taking us over to. Is there a jail?
Wait.
I just want them looking at him,
The
not us.
stormtroopers are not under Timo the Hutt.
Stormtroopers are not working for Team of the Hutt.
They're higher than that in the ranks.
They surely are.
So they don't care about that.
Well, they might know
about
They might
us?
know,
Is
yeah.
the Sentinels
What are they
alert?
protecting in the landing bay?
Hard to know. But they seem to, the fact that the stormtroopers are here means they probably know, at least that there's a possibility that you might be heading for the landing bay.
Do they know what we?
So they're here for us.
They probably are, because you know that Felonius is friends with Moff Gilroy.
Damn you, Moff Gilroy.
You know, I mean, it's like they're really good. They're tight. They're tight. Felonius is. Timo does not have a
We're a threat
relationship.
to the.
It depends on how much.
Are we calling them the Imperial?
They are, yeah, it's hard to say, Timo could be an ally to the Empire. These guys are now moving within short range. And he's like,
Now, what do I do?
Get us through.
Anyways, excuse me.
and they're working on the car in front of you, and they're like,
What's that, Droid? Yeah, anyway, I'm the prisoner. They're
let's see how he does.
No.
Just get your guns ready. We're good.
Yeah. Locked and loaded.
Sorry. Don't let that affect the
flip
roll.
one of these.
We got to start using something on our side.
Yeah. Oh, we're screwed.
So as I was saying, I think I've got them all prisoner because they have Athena prisoner. Athena does nothing wrong but is a frog. Do you understand me?
But immediately the stormtroopers look at each other and they go,
It's them. Blast them.
They start spreading out across. You hear
TK538, send them some backup. Put this on.
and start calling out all these numbers and stuff like that. They spread out. 2 of them go to one side of the street. The other goes to the other side of the street. And then running down the street on the a little bit further, you see a guy, an Imperial officer, who's probably around medium range from you now.
Oh boy.
Hearing on the comm mic, and he's like, "Send back up to the," and he starts screaming a bunch of stuff, and he's running down the street, heading for cover. Stormtroopers have now got cover. There's a car in front of you, full of teeny boppers. Maybe, and they are all in firing position. Let me just figure out what the, okay, so the way that it's going to work, really quick, you guys do great, boom, boom.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, dude, we need that.
I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
This doesn't sound good.
We'll be all right.
All right, they're going to go first, then 3 of you go, and then more of them are going to go. So.
And it's 4 enemies total?
Three this guy's at
troopers,
medium
1
range.
Imperial?
Yeah.
And you said it's gonna be 2 of us, then.
Yeah.
2, 3, 3. 2 of us, 3 of them, 3 of us.
Okay.
Or 4 of them.
Number 1 through 10.
3.
7.
Ocho.
6.
1.
They're firing on you.
Oy.
Oh no.
Sorry, Mama.
You have some cover from the speeder.
And you got your soak, your armor.
You do.
Yeah.
Remember your soak.
Soap value 4.
Yeah.
Short range.
Probably the first time something didn't try to kill me first.
Right.
The day's young.
Okay. Wait a second. Hold on for a second.
Whoa.
Yeah, they. Here's the thing. This cancels out the triumph in terms of the success, but the triumph still happens.
Advantage.
Okay, so how is that going to work? Okay. Stormtroopers all just let loose. Bolts of fire. They're all concentrating fire. They act as a unit, basically. They all start firing. You hit the deck on your car.
Yeah.
Windshield just gets blown out immediately. The car just starts taking all these hits. There's smoke that's billowing out of it. And immediately you see one of the stormtroopers go like this. And he looks at his gauntlet. A little hologram pops out. He goes like this. And starts doing that. You don't know what that means. But it's going to mean something very soon. The Imperial officer rushes up, gets cover behind one of the troopers. He is also going to take a shot. Number 1 through 10, again.
9.
1.
8.
4.
2.
Fire on you.
You're tough.
This is just the officer, though. So.
This gun's weak. It's like mine.
He's and he's firing a pistol and not a rifle.
This is not good.
Okay, all right. So 10 damage.
Damn,
Oh, you
y'all.
got 4 soak.
4 soak, so 6 damage from wounds. So he fires his weapon. And immediately starts shouting orders at the stormtroopers. At that point, people everywhere start panicking. They're like, "Oh my God, this is the worst town to live in. This is I hate this. It's Squares and stormtroopers. This is, yeah." The teenagers in front of you start just scrambling. So one of them jumps in the bottom. The other one's like, run. There are these strange. What kind of creatures should these be? What would be? They're kind of like these. Yeah, let's say that they're greasers.
Wow.
And they all
they care about their car more than they care.
That's right. That's right.
Rebels without a cause.
And they immediately peel out, heading down an alley. So now the stormtroopers are going to have a clearer shot of you next time. So the teenagers have just gotten the hell out of the way.
But now the stormtroopers have less cover as well. Yes.
Stormtroopers.
Were they using that other car?
Yes. Yeah. They now have just regular cover. They had improved cover before. Okay. So 2 of you go, and then more bad guys go, and then the rest of you go.
I have a question. Have they seen Lorik yet?
Lorik's should be over here. Let's say no.
I'm in the market.
Yeah. You say Lorik's in the market.
For a new girl.
Can I? Well, Vex, you have a stun grenade. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You also have health if you want to heal somebody too. I don't know what you want to. What kind of move you want to do?
Okay for right now. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna curl a stun grenade right up.
Which, now there's two on each side of the street. Which one do you want to hit, the one with the officer or the one with the two troopers?
Which one's closer to us? Probably the two troopers.
The two troopers are closer.
Yeah, I'll take the two troopers there.
Short range, what is your...
That is, stun grenades are 2 green.
2 green. I got just a little bit of cover. You roll your stun grenade. No result.
Oh.
So you just see Vex roll, and he just kind of rolls it in the middle of the street and just goes. What? What?
What kind of stun grenade is that?
I'm practicing curling. I'm trying to get into the Olympics.
Second person go. Who wants to go?
Okay. Do my piloting skills also apply to like driving?
speeders? Yeah.
Can I make an attempt to jump in the speeder and provide cover for Oksana? Or should I just run it straight into their ass?
Run straight into it.
That's why I asked you. I didn't ask you because you'd be nice.
No.
No, you'd have been violent.
I was
too.
ready to go
I keep
alongside
forgetting
and
about Wilford Brimley. I keep forgetting.
We get Sasha in the wings if anything happens.
All right. I'd like to make an attempt to run this thing straight into those, literally straight into those stormtroopers, and I'll bail out.
You want me to?
Everyone else is in the car too. Do they all?
I got a good pilot skill.
Would I have been knocked out of the car after I got shot?
Let's say that you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground.
Okay.
But the other people are in the car too. That's the only thing.
We only have one more move. Oh, there's still people in our speeder?
Aren't they? Yeah, you guys are all in the
I thought we jumped out when they started shooting. Did we not?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
fell out
I
after
only
being
ducked down.
shot, so I'm on.
Okay.
She fell out of the speeder.
Am I able to go back behind around them?
You can, yeah.
You said we can be doing.
Like, I
you
got
said
a
we
feeling
could
you're
go through.
But we only have one more move, right?
Yeah.
One more move before
Go around
something
and
else happens.
After your move.
Them.
After your move.
No, Steve already made a move. So
Well, we had 3, right?
two,
two.
Then we finished with 3.
I thought they all went on their shooting.
Yeah, there's something else coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Shoot them!
But if I went around, would I still have an attack as well?
You get a movement and an attack.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
you
Or
do.
if
On
you
every
spend
roll.
2 strain, you can get 2 movements and an attack if you spend 2 strain.
Oh, well, I can go do that.
You want to do that? You want to rush down some alleys and hop some buildings?
Yeah, just because this
Parkour,
axe is so...
the market.
Make the move, man. I'll defer.
Well, no, I was down with that.
Bro, I want to do. What, I didn't know everybody was in the car. I was willing for this thing to
I
blow
didn't know
up.
either.
Once people get out of the car, though, you can have your
If we get
greatest wish.
out, but Lower can do his thing too.
What if we get out of the car and you do that and you do
We
back
can't all
up?
make that many moves.
not enough
before
room.
we
Yeah,
get
the
out.
bad guys are gonna go. Yeah, so do you want to go and go on a little hunting?
Just be careful because, no joke, there's more of them than you, and they're not Jawas. So don't get.
Now, if you can see, let me just see this little street here. 2 are on this side, 2 are on that side. So you can run this back alley. You can even jump on top of the building and use your Wookiee climbing
And
claws.
on this movement, I'll be able to see if there's anything here as well, right?
Surely can, yeah.
Has anything
Totally.
popped up?
So are you doing that? Are you Batman
I'm
right
doing
now?
it. I'm moving. This is my
So, all right. So Wookiee's parkouring his giant Wookiee Hulk.
Is this a strain move also?
Yeah, knock down 2 strain
forget, minus
off of
2
your
on your
thing.
strain.
Minus 2 on your strain.
Cool.
And as you go, you see.
It's not soak. It's only strain. So
It's only
Yeah,
strain.
I
Your
see.
soak always stays. You spot as you're hopping between buildings, and you don't see anyone over here, but you know what you do see is troopers way off in the distance over here, running in this direction near the water tower. So you can still continue there. Again, there's 2 troopers here on this side of the street, 2 troopers and an officer
Well,
on
I'm
this side.
definitely
of the
going to
street.
yell about this so other people know.
So, and are you going to jump down on these 2 guys or the officer? Who do you want? The officer is across the street with the other trooper, or you can take these 2 guys who would be like just below.
Well, if they're over here, are they even going to be able to shoot at our people? These are the ones firing
They're
most of the
both.
shots.
They're all in this area. I'm just kind of
Got it,
illustrating
got
it
it.
with that. If that makes sense. You guys.
Sorry,
are
another question.
Yeah.
Does he have a better gun than...
He is sort of enhancing their shot, if that makes sense.
an officer makes them better.
Sure.
Yeah. But these guys are closer. You'll have a bonus to attack if you attack these guys, or if you kill this guy, they will lose their bonus to attack. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll take these 2.
All right. So you leap down. The troopers immediately that were firing next to you look up. They just see this big brown hulking thing fly over them, run across the street, and you barrel into these 2 gentlemen with your axe. And what is your axe again?
2 yellow, 2 green.
And you're going for the officer?
Come on, Taylor.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, here we go.
I don't like you being not
side.
split up.
Previous target so reduced by 2 against this attack.
At least we got both sides of this.
Yeah, dude. And what's your damage on that thing again?
It's 7 on a hit plus 1 damage per success.
Yeah. Okay.
And
It's
so
done for him. How do you, what happens with this guy? So you wrestle across the street. He's like, he fired it. Oh God!
So he's gone, and now.
So you bring your axe down on this guy. The trooper immediately, like that was firing at his command, turns around and panics. Like, ah! And you have 3 advantage.
You guys all lost your bonuses.
3 advantage, dude. What do you want to do with the 3 advantage? You can get your strain back if you want, or you can do
That's
something really
chill.
cool.
I would like to do something really cool, and now's the time to get creative.
Yeah. And by the way, if you want to take those things, when someone gets punched, for example, that's strain damage. So if you wanted to, like, say, take the 3 strain and say, I want to punch the stormtrooper for 3 strain damage, that's totally fair.
Yeah, I kind of would like to use it on those 3. Just use it if it means.
Well, there's one next to you who
so
is
it would all
firing.
have to be on that guy.
Yeah. So you just want to bring your fist down on the guy,
Yeah,
or
you throw him into the other.
Throw one into the other two.
Yeah, 3 is a lot of advantage, I think, right?
That's fair.
Probably.
I'll have
Pick
it
him
mess
up,
up their
throw
next
him
shot. Okay, so you pick him up, throw him across the street. He goes, barrels into these 2 troopers, and what's going to happen is there's no damage, but they're going to suffer a black die on their next shot.
Cool.
So because you just kind of
that's a setback for those new.
Right, setback die. So now they're all on the left side of the street right there. So
they're shooting with their
3 of them.
poor hand.
That's right. These gentlemen are going. They do 1 to get within medium range and start firing at you from back here. So you guys are now in a crossfire. Not at you guys. Give me number 1 to 10.
2.
11. No.
He's fine. He's clear. It's not him. It worked.
Always 8 for me.
What was it?
4.
8.
5.
10.
Okay, they're firing on you again.
Bad
luck. But they are at medium range, and you have cover, so there's at least that.
And there's a black in there, right?
There's a black, yeah, exactly. But these guys get the black. These guys are only firing with the black because she has cover. So there would be an additional black for these guys. Oh my God.
Wow.
Not good. Not good at all. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh crap.
Yeah, this is really bad. Oh, really, really, really bad. It's really most sincerely bad.
Really most sincerely.
Well, it was fun playing with you guys.
14 damage.
Oh.
What's your soak?
4.
Is your soak 4? So 10 damage. How many wounds do you have left?
It says 13, 14.
13 out of 14?
Yeah, I wrote 13 out of 14.
That means, yeah, your maximum is 14 and you have 13. You're down to 3 wounds.
That's your health.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're hurting.
Okay.
So you're now 3 out of 14.
Do we have a healer? I've always heard about it. Oh,
Yeah. So these stormtroopers,
You also have stim packs. You can
you can
Yeah.
jab yourself. So
I have 2
Mathis,
stim packs.
yeah, you're gonna want to use one of those at some point. Mathis, what happens is all this blaster fire comes down from the street. You take a hit to the side. You yell out in pain, fall out of the car. Matt goes,
Oh my God!
and you feel extraordinary pain greater than anything that you've ever felt. You feel like some of your ribs have been broken or singed or something. You feel really, really messed up, and you're on the ground.
Okay.
Also, all of this fire has hit the car. The car is going to explode in the next round.
Okay.
Perfect. I
So
was gonna blow it up one way or the other. Trust me.
Why not?
Do I have a clear view of the water tower?
you do.
Okay. I'm gonna take out. Is it 3 legs that it's on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the closest leg next to the troopers and have it. I'm gonna try and have it fall on them.
Okay, let's see. How would we do that? That would be
One, I was gonna just drive the car into it and let it blow up.
Oh, dude!
Save that.
Do that.
you. Yeah. Who else is in the car?
turns out
Steve's
it's
in the
not a water
car.
tower, but an oil tower.
Who's left in the car? You're out of the car. Yeah. He's
out,
running around.
She's out. She's
You still
out.
in the car?
I think I'm still in the car.
And Steve's in the car. Athena's in your gut.
Yeah.
So
With Margaret.
So Steve's like, what?
Wait, what are we doing? What's the plan?
We now have our first species of half frog, half fish.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I mean,
I could throw the squid in.
do you want to go, or do you want me to? I mean, because I can give it like everybody get out.
Well, here's the
and
thing.
I can.
Because
You
I
can
can
gun
do
it
too.
or
I
whatever
have
you
very
want.
little health left, man. I don't mind the little sacrificial thing because my piloting skills are
Do you want to take?
stupid.
Do you want to take a stim pack? Is it better than Pasha's? I was only gonna do it because Pasha was a good pilot.
I can heal her.
I got a
Posh
yellow
can
and
sure-
3 green.
I got
We
2
can heal
yellows
you
and a
back
green.
up.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a
you're
good
better.
pilot.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I was gonna do it, but
Yeah,
I'm down
go
for
for it.
whatever. I just
Do you
want
want to drive it in there and do a jump?
as long as everybody's out. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you have to communicate that Steve. He doesn't understand what the hell's going. Or not Steve. Matt. Matt doesn't know what's going on.
What if you
Matt the
grab
droid.
him and roll
Yeah,
out?
I'll grab Matt and toss him out.
You grab Matt and you roll out of the car, and you are on your own, dude. Now
driving straight towards those stormtroopers, straight towards that water tower.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bail out by this building here, and hopefully roll into some groceries. It'll give me a little bit of cover, and that car's gonna smash right into the water tower. And whether it blows up right now or next, it's gonna take that water
Now
tower
here's the
out.
thing. This is gonna be a difficult task. 3 purple, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You might want to use one of those to
Yes.
upgrade.
Time to use the force, my friends.
All right.
Balance.
Or you flip the white. You flip the white.
Oops,
over.
I mean red.
Yeah.
Balance.
Or you flip the white.
Wait,
so
what?
that I-
Oh,
there
so
you
now
go.
you get
So
more.
now I have more
Wait, I
power.
thought you had just flipped one.
Did I flip one?
Yeah, I thought you had just flipped one.
You
There we
did.
go.
I did. No, you're right. You're right. That's correct.
We good? All right.
So there you go. What is your piloting roll?
I've got my rank is 2, and I have 2 yellow, 1 green.
2 yellow, and then the green is turned into a yellow as well. That's your roll, man.
That's fresh.
Do you want to hit the button?
Yeah, dude, this is
Hit
the most
this
difficult
green
roll of my life right here. Give me the. I'm not even looking. Just give me the good or bad news.
All right. Here's the bad news.
All right.
As you drive the car, and you peel the car out, you turn it around, you start going, smoke is billowing out of it, you start looking at the indicators, and you can see the engine light flashing, and you hear the like the thing is about to blow. And then you gun the engine, the stormtroopers are blasting, blaster fire is hitting your car, you leap out, and you take 1 strain damage, my friend.
All right.
1 strain. So you go and you roll, you hit the sand, the car goes, and huge explosion.
Nice.
You see this water tower go.
But it stops.
But it was a
Stops.
success.
And then it goes. Stormtroopers are screaming and they get washed. Whoosh. We don't know what happened to them. Maybe they died, maybe they didn't. I'll figure it out back here. We'll see.
They're animaniacs.
But yeah, huge explosion. And now they're screaming. People are freaking out. Athena is going bumping in your chest, going nuts in there. The fish doesn't know what to do with Margaret has no idea what to do with the new roommate. And that was one. Another one of you gets to go before, or no, the rest of you get to. Who hasn't gone? You haven't gone.
Well, he took out 2, or he took out 1, and then threw a stormtrooper into a group of 3.
Right.
There's 3
So he
more
did that.
are
Did you
gone.
act this turn?
Not yet.
Don't
have-
think
Shot.
I did.
Got
I
shot
got
the hell
shot.
up.
I need.
You got 3 stormtroopers here,
stim
Maybe
pack,
worth a
though.
stim pack.
but that you can do that as a maneuver as well, and you can
Okay.
still attack this round if
Okay.
you wish.
Yeah, I think I'd like to take my electroshock gloves to. I'd like to caress them with my gloves.
Do you want to rush the stormtroopers?
I kind of do.
But you used the stim pack, right?
Yes, I'd like to use the stim pack
Okay.
and get some mojo back.
Okay.
Or you get 4 back.
4 back.
Okay.
Did she use a stim pack earlier in this game?
No, I
No.
was the one who.
Oh, so you get 5. First time you use a stim pack, you get 5.
Okay.
If you use another one later, you'll get 4. But I think you mark off
Okay.
stim pack off your sheets. You know you've
Okay.
used yours. So you see her, Freddie. You're kind of shocked. She's like on the ground. You think she's dead. She
Yeah.
gets there. Mathis. He gets stims himself and tears ass down the street.
Yeah.
But right as you're like about to take off in the car, you're like, okay, and then you drive off. So you have no idea what's going on with Mathis.
Yeah.
Mathis, this is all happening at the same time. It's all simultaneous. Mathis, you charge down the street as the stormtroopers are getting up from the dust, having the Wookiee thrown a stormtrooper into them, and you want to launch an attack. What is your? What is it?
What is my brawl or?
Yeah.
Brawl is a yellow and 2 green.
Yellow and 2 green, and you can also upgrade it if you want. If you want to use one of these, go for it.
He's going to use them against us.
He's tempting you,
No.
big girl.
Join us on the dark side of the Force.
All right, fine. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
you could be with your parents again.
Don't do it,
He was
Ezra.
orphaned.
Walk through the door.
All right, fine. No, it's fine. Okay, so here's the deal. 2 purple against that. You ready? Should I roll it?
Get it.
Sure you don't want to use the full?
Can I heal her back to full health before she does this?
I am back.
She
back to full
did a
health?
stim
not
pack,
full.
which is
4 more health from where
Five.
she
what
is.
you're
You're
up to what
5, so
now?
you're at 8.
You can rush over there and try to help her.
Can I rush
But
over?
she already took off. She's
yeah.
So you can try to go in her
Let's just see what
footsteps.
this
No,
attack
it's okay. I'll
does.
stay out of the way.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just gonna be in the way.
How fast does he waddle?
Yeah, not very.
What's your damage on that? What is the damage?
Nice.
On the electroshocks, damage 3.
3, and is there on the electroshock gloves is 3. Is there any special effects or anything like that?
You deal 3 damage on a hit, plus 1 damage per success symbol rolled.
So 5 damage.
It says inflict 3 strain on a hit for
2 advantage.
2 advantage, and inflict a critical injury on a hit for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so you don't have any of that stuff that you can use, because that's how you can also spend advantage for different qualities of the weapon.
Got it.
But you do hit the stormtroopers. And what I'm going to say is,
They're
okay, so you
already
come in
kind
here,
of-
and you get engaged with them and just start slinging fists, boom, boom, and you hit one of the stormtroopers. You end up cracking his helmet like this. He goes down. He may not be dead, but he's on the ground.
Yeah.
So that's going to really mess up another one of their attacks. So you've wounded badly one of the stormtroopers.
Have I electrocuted any of them?
No, you need to get the advantage to activate that electroshock thing, so you can. When you have extra advantage, you can see how it says for 2 advantage, you can. It has electric powers and.
Well, if they're shock gloves, what do they do?
Well, no, that's what I'm. The extra damage is crack the helmet, that type of thing.
I gotta work on my gloves, guys.
You gotta get advantage on that.
To get a better shot, that's when they start getting electrocuted. But you did crack the helmet and knock the
Should have
guy on the ground.
engineered them better that they shock all the
It was
time.
my fault. To put batteries in, nice fresh batteries this morning.
Oh well.
Matt
Bleh.
tears ass down the street after you.
Roger.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's up, Matt?
Matt comes in and kicks at the stormtrooper that you knocked on the ground.
Proving some loyalty.
He said, "This is mine."
Did I
It's like 82%
Yeah, this is my
reprogram.
Did
82%.
Posh see this?
Yeah.
Did Posh see that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, no,
sorry.
you saw them tear off. Yeah. You saw them.
Did I see him kick?
Noted.
No, because that's
I didn't
around the
see
different
that. All right.
streets. So
I don't trust him.
see how.
But Matt saw you knock down the water tower.
Well,
This
back,
is his
so.
hero move.
Okay, he got disadvantaged, so he ends up tripping, but not before he puts out that stormtrooper that you knocked on the ground. He kicks him in the head. You see the helmet fly off, and the guy falls over, just
And we're like,
unconscious.
Jerry?
So boom, Matt but he also
not
falls to the
person.
ground. So Matt's on the ground, dust pouring up. 2 stormtroopers remain. Who's next? Who hasn't gone this round? You haven't.
I haven't. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a.
Stim
Oh,
pack.
Stim pack.
Yeah, I got 6 left. I should probably use a stim pack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's always good. Mark off the stim pack off your sheet
Did
so
you
you know
use
that you
one
can
with
use
the Henry? Because I had to use one with Henry. Did you? Okay, then you're good. You
So
can
yeah,
have
5
bonus
back.
one. That's great.
-1 stim.
And I would like to run past the market and just come straight at this last stormtrooper on the way grabbing that jar of bugs that I almost got.
Okay.
We love Athena.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not so good with people.
But frogs.
It's the same color.
Frogs are
I
boring.
love this thing. So, and I go out. There's only 1 stormtrooper left, right?
2 of them. 2
2 of them.
stormtroopers, and they're
Okay.
engaged with her, and Matt's lying on the ground. So
Okay.
there's 2 stormtroopers that she's fighting with.
Can I shoot
Surely.
big gun
Surely.
at the big gun?
Yes.
So it's
Me
2
shoot
yellow.
big
Oh, was
gun.
it 2 yellow?
2
2 green?
yellow, 2 green.
All right, you get within short range. Now here's the thing. I'm going to use the dark side of the force, so that purple turns into a red. If you get that symbol, you're going to hit her.
Okay.
Okay. So because she's engaged with him. So here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Boy.
I didn't.
Whoa.
How much damage
Good
is that?
roll.
Plus, and
That's
a lot of
4
advantage.
So much advantage. So much
So
that you
much
might be able to make a
advantage.
new roll.
So what is exactly? What is the damage on your weapon?
9 damage plus 1 hit per
Damn.
success.
Death is
so
your
that would be
Oh.
10.
Wow.
Oh, and it's a critical injury for 3 or more of those.
So everyone is
Really?
Yeah, critical injury
Oh.
for 3.
Okay, so you want to. So all right, here's the deal. The damage you did kills 1 stormtrooper. The critical injury can kill the other.
Yeah.
Do you want?
Yes, done.
So you're going boom, boom. You knock one down. You see Matt run in. He totally whiffs, but kicks the guy's head off, and suddenly, boom, 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 boom. Stormtroopers all fall down around you.
We're like,
You okay, Memphis?
Yeah, girl.
that tattooed down my arm.
All right, let's do that. Matt, how you doing? Don't freak out. Look what I got for Athena.
Oh my god.
I did.
Superstar.
Wow.
Super stocked on bugs.
I'm super happy I was reprogrammed.
I know.
So let's finish that up too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you never know. So, dust everywhere, water flowing down the street because now you've broken another big water thing. 'Cause that's your thing.
Yeah.
You're walking down the street. Stormtroopers over there. You don't see any sign of them, so it looks like you've washed them off the hill or something. And that's a pretty good place to pause, guys.
Yes.
Good work. Good work.
That was good.
Good work, guys. Well done. We haven't lost anyone yet. We haven't lost anyone yet.
Yeah, so far,
Good work.
That was close. Yeah.
I gained a new baby.
Yes. And a new droid.
Of life.
We've got 2
We're not gonna have a
droids
ship
now.
big enough
3
for all the
droids.
stragglers that we're
know.
bringing along. We're gonna need like 8 more players.
CNOBO.
These
We
two
got
are making
Athena.
the
We got
bugs in
Athena.
here.
We got Matt.
Steve's like, bring me too.
Margaret.
Margaret. You got Matt.
Yeah.
You have an entire army by the time you
We'll
go
see,
back.
as we're
right.
flying away, we'll see him like running,
Yeah.
like, don't leave me! Don't leave!
That's right. So we
Running
left
through the
Steve and
desert
Brian
alone.
together to be
I
very
thought
happy.
that shot was going to take you out. I was very scared.
Yeah,
Very scared.
Yeah, that was scary.
Die, girl.
That was frightening.
But you're alive!
But then I could come back as Sasha.
Sasha! Hey, what's
But what you didn't know is hiding in the slag works was
Sasha! Hey! What's up, guys? Can I come with?
Sam Witwer, thank you very much.
Sam!
I do want to say, in
Stevie,
the
you want
finest
to say.
traditions of Star Wars storytelling, I'm impressed that you spared the droid's life, because while he wasn't alive, his death meant it was alive, and you decided to spare him.
You have
Yes.
I like your alternative
Wookiee
math
with a
theories.
heart.
It's the right thing to do.
That's nice.
to become a Jedi.
That's right. The Wookiee's going to become a Jedi.
Yep.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
You guys are awesome. Thank you all again.
That was super fun.
I don't know if this adventure will end in episode 4, but it might. We're getting close to that final goal.
There's
You're
the
right around
landing
the
bay
corner.
right there.
Right around the
I
corner.
think you guys should LARP if it's gonna end up.
That's the answer. Nah, I'm gonna hit
So
some
while I
posture
have you
next
guys
week.
here, the Star
Yeah,
Wars
trench
Rebels
coat
crew, you
somewhere.
notice I have some merchandise here. So
Yes.
this is for a reason. My good friend and casting director Jessica Sherman, she runs an event every year called the Cause for Entertainment. You guys actually signed a helmet for her a couple years ago. And I was hoping you guys would sign this stuff so we can auction it off. Benefits go towards breast cancer research. And it'd be awesome if you guys could offer your Herbie Hancock.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
F breast cancer, man. I'm all over those things.
Absolutely.
We've got more
Absolutely.
stuff at home, too.
And notice I said Herbie Hancock.
I
Yeah.
like Herbie.
I know, I do too. All about it. Thank you guys.
Perfect.
How you guys feeling?
Really
Great.
good.
It's fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
So good.
I was
Got so far. That was amazing.
I thought the greasers were going to come back in and raise hell with the stormtroopers. That was my thing. I was like,
Does the game end when we get on the spaceship? I thought that's when it really begins.
Well, yes, but you're right and wrong. That part ends, but you never know where it could go.
I don't know if they have a map outside of Mushwata.
But you don't think this guy's got a million maps in his head, like right now?
This guy.
Sam, you gotta make part 4 at least as good as Superman 4.
oh yeah, no,
LARPing-
it's all about
LARPing
nuclear
may be
disarmament.
in order.
Yeah.
It's a tall order, but please.
Dress like cosplay.
Oh, absolutely.
I got a cool trench coat and a couple cosplay blasters at the
Right?
house.
LARPing.
I got some goggles too,
That's
man.
what
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna
To not
That's
LARP
a
like
little
this.
complicated.
I
I might need
Do you have the leg
Yeah, put a
for
bait,
her?
a fish, and a frog in it. You just set it
actually
right
have
in
some
I have-
Glue it on, man.
some
Yeah.
purple horns.
Oh my god, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it.
Done.
Kind of a
Taylor, don't shave for him.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I've got some
Little cornstarch,
some
dyed cotton
seafling
balls,
horns that
just like
are
white.
the
Or
total
red.
wrong color, but it would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys did.
So I have like 3 sets.
You guys did extremely well. That
It
was
seems
awesome.
like we roll in a very fortunate way.
Today was
you
not
guys.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first good roll I ever had, and I
Really?
couldn't even look because all I do is roll
I feel
back.
like we roll at a really high
Like
percentage.
2 results.
Yeah.
This dude does.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
And he missed the roll, yeah.
He's-
And he gets
every time.
advantage with every
Yeah.
single thing he's
You
done.
gotta go to
Shall
Vegas,
we
man.
sign?
Yeah, man.
Right?
Let's
If only I
sign.
could
Yeah,
translate
let's
that.
sign.
If only I could translate that.
Sign.
All right, I'm gonna sit with Uncle John for a sec.
Let's do it, guys. I think there's a. Yeah, I mean, sign the covers, and well, we're gonna start a little goodbyes first. If you guys want to say goodbye to the chat,
Awesome.
Hi, Jack. Thanks for tuning in tonight, you guys.
and then we gotta say thank you to our man Tim's.
We always thank Tim's, Blacklist Studios.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
would like to thank Vanessa. We'd like to thank Mary Elizabeth. We'd like to thank the wonderful Steven. We'd like to thank the very sexy Taylor Gray.
And everybody behind the curtain, Kara, Elise, Natalie, Moby Mike,
Is that better?
Modelo Mike.
Modelo Mike. Oh wait,
yes.
he got downgraded back to Magic Mike.
That's
Remember that? So, Magic
Yeah,
Modelo
the
Mike.
check points are back up
And our
now.
host, Sam Witwer. I don't know if you guys can see Sam, but...
Cheers!
Get him.
All right, good, yes.
You guys want to sneak on camera? I
You wanna come say hi?
Can't go down as Magic Mike.
They made the movie. I'm Moby.
Tim, do you just want to be a man of mystery? I mean, you're the man. You're
You're
man
like the
behind it all,
Russell
though.
Simmons of Def Comedy Jam. Like, thanks for coming out tonight.
I thought you said Richard Simmons at first. I'm like, what?
He's the total Richard Simmons of Def Comedy.
If you guys could see what Tim's is wearing, he's dressed just like Richard Simmons. It's amazing. I don't know why I didn't
He's
say
like the Johnny Cash.
The
Richard
short
Simmons.
shorts are
Exactly.
really working for me.
Thanks for tuning in. We will schedule amongst ourselves when we can pull off the next one.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys the date soon. Thank you for tuning in. Gag Wars, good evening, and good game.
Are we clear? Are we clear?